I'm Naoki Oshino. I'm in my second year of high school, and my hobby is to draw. Although I'm an introvert and my classmates know that, I have a girlfriend.
Sorry, I've got other plans on that day.
My childhood friend and classmate, Akane Sakurazuka, and I have been dating for over a year. However, recently, she doesn't hang out with me a lot anymore. Alright, let's go out on some other day when you're free. I'm not the person who wants to be out and about all the time, so I didn't mind when she turned me down. I was happy just to be with her, but I was feeling she had been turning me down way too often recently. It seems like Akane is avoiding going out on dates with me. Daisuke Naruse is another childhood friend of mine. He was my wingman who helped me out to start dating Akane.
I think you're thinking too much. It can't be helped if she got other plans.
That's true, but this has been going on for a while.
But you were never the type who wanted to go out so often, Naoki. Why are you so worried about now?
I'm not saying we aren't friendly to each other anymore. It's just like we've come back to being childhood friends.
At least you're still in touch with her. You'll be able to go out on a date with her very soon.
Daisuke was optimistic about it. It was true that we came to school and ate lunch together every day. She isn't totally ignoring me, so I decided to wait and see. I didn't have any plans for a date, so I decided to go into town to do a little shopping. I couldn't believe I saw Akane and Daisuke walking together, holding their hands. Akane? Why is she with Daisuke? She said she had plans today. And they're holding hands? This could be... I had a bad feeling. I decided to follow the two. They entered a family restaurant and I followed them in, observing them from a seat that was far away from them. I didn't want to believe what I was seeing. But Akane and Daisuke were sharing their food, acting just like a couple. Akane looks so happy. I can't hear what they're saying, but it's been a while since I saw Akane truly enjoying herself like that. This has to be a date, right? There was no doubt. Too bad she rejected me. But why didn't she tell me directly? Daisuke also said nothing when I asked him for advice the other day. I went over to the two to check what was going on. Akane, can you please explain yourself?
Naoki? Why are you here?
I happened to see you, so I followed you. Just to find out that you were cheating, Akane.
That is...
I guess it can't be helped now that you found out. Daisuke? Akane was reacting awkwardly, but Daisuke chose to become defiant.
Akane always wanted to break up with you. She said it was boring when she was with you.
Is that true? Why didn't you just tell me then?
She was being kind to you. She didn't want to make you upset by rejecting you.
It's way more shocking to find out you were cheating though. Daisuke, you knew about it. The fact that I was worried about Akane.
I was thinking it was too late at the time. Had you taken more care of Akane, this would have never happened.
And I'm sorry about that. Akane, could you please tell me directly that you want to break up with me? Daisuke kept answering my questions, and I haven't heard anything from Akane. I wanted her to settle the matter herself.
Stop accusing her. You were the one who started this.
Could you be quiet for a moment? I want to talk to Akane.
Can't you see you're causing her trouble? You gotta calm down.
It's fine, Daisuke. I'll tell him how I feel. Naoki, I decided to date Daisuke, so please end our relationship.
Okay, I understand. Thanks for being my girlfriend.
There you go. Now stop bothering us from now on.
I didn't want to argue anymore, so I left the restaurant. Of course it was my own fault, but I didn't want things to end like this. Daisuke too. Why was he so aggressive? Both of my childhood friends that were so important to me don't exist anymore. They were also lying to me, but they acted as if I was the only bad person. They decided to betray me. I could no longer be friends with the two. Next morning, I didn't want to see Akane's face, so I decided to go to school later than usual. Once I got to my classroom, I was surrounded by my classmates.
Oshino-kun, you're such a scum to cheat on your girlfriend!
Huh?
I feel so bad for Akane, getting deceived by a nerd like you.
What do you mean?
A nerd like you is a two-timer? Get out of here. How were you even able to come to school with a straight face? Know your place!
Apparently, they made me the one who was cheating. But why would they have to lie like that?
Everyone, please, go easy on Naoki.
Of course, I can't forgive him for what he has done, but he still is an important childhood friend of mine.
Naruse-kun, you're being too kind.
Indeed, you shouldn't be too kind to people who betrayed you first.
This is our problem. I'll heal the wound in Akane's heart, and we will take care of Naoki ourselves.
If you say so, Naruse-kun.
You've got such a good friend. Be thankful to him.
The classmates who were bothering me left. Daisuke, what are you up to? Daisuke probably was the one who came up with all of this. I couldn't help but get angry by looking at him acting in front of the whole class. If you feel for Akane, don't bother her anymore. For Akane? Did he want to hide the fact that she was cheating? No. Daisuke has gained even more popularity by doing this. Even if I told the truth, nobody would believe me. I never thought he would go this far. I was trying to switch my mind off. I was gazing at a painting on the wall in the corridor. A member of the art club drew it. An artwork that won a bronze prize. I also liked drawing, so watching these drawings calmed me down.
Do you like art?
The school queen bee, Misaki Shinomiya, began to talk to me. We're in the same grade, but it was my first time talking to Shinomiya-san. Yes, I do. Looking at these paintings calms me down.
You look like you're feeling down. Did something happen? If it's okay with you, I could hear you out.
She's really friendly, even though it's the first time we spoke. But I was so mentally fatigued, I began to talk about my childhood friends to Shinomiya-san.
Wow, you've gone through a lot.
I have nowhere to go anymore.
Why don't you date me then? I can be that place that you can belong to.
What kind of joke is this? It's the first time we talked. You don't have to be that polite. You don't know me, Shinomiya-san. Either way, I don't have the energy to fall in love with anyone right now.
But it seems like you know about me.
You're the most popular girl in the school. There are fewer people who don't know about you.
I know about you too, Naoki Oshino-kun.
Why do you know my name?
Naoki-kun, can you come to the art room after class? I'll answer your question there.
Okay. I was interested in what she was going to say, so I accepted her offer.
Welcome in, Naoki-kun.
So, why did you call me out here?
Naoki-kun, I wanted you to see something.
What Shinomiya-san showed me was a piece of painting, which wasn't completed yet. Oh, this is really good. I think you can aim for a prize when it's finished.
This is what I'm working on right now.
Oh, are you a member of the art club?
Yes, but I'm the only member right now. I always enjoyed drawing since I was a kid, so I decided to learn it properly. Back in the day, I didn't have any friends. All I looked forward to was drawing.
I wouldn't have imagined that you, Shinomiya-san, would have also had such experiences.
The reason I changed was because somebody praised one of my paintings when I was in elementary school. Everyone was making fun of me, but one boy that I happened to meet complimented me, and I gained confidence.
That's a nice way to meet someone.
Apparently, that boy was staying over at one of his relatives' place for summer holidays and was drawing a picture for his homework. I was also working on my homework painting, so we were drawing together.
My memories from elementary school started to come back to me. I had also experienced something similar to what Shinomiya-san just said. I forgot her name, but I remember drawing with a girl during summer holidays in elementary school.
I never thought I would meet you again, Naoki-kun.
Wait, were you that girl, Shinomiya-san? I remember that girl being more introverted.
Do you remember now? I recognized you at first glance, but you never realized it was me.
But I had a totally different impression of you at the time.
Even if I look different, I thought you could recognize me by my name. Of course you knew my name, right?
I couldn't say I had totally forgotten her name.
For you, it might have been a mere memory of one of your summer holidays, but for me, it was a life-changing experience. Without meeting you at that time, I wouldn't be who I am today. I always wanted to meet you again, Naoki-kun.
Sorry that I couldn't recognize you.
It's fine. I knew my feelings were unilateral. I wanted to talk to you sooner, but I held my emotions back because you had a girlfriend.
You even knew about that.
I like you, Naoki-kun. I know you just got your heart broken, and it's a tough time for you, but I want to be by your side.
She was serious. The girl who had the same hobby as me. And we only had good memories of being together. All of my memories with Shinomiya-san lighted up my heart after being betrayed so badly. Thanks for having me. Shinomiya-san offered to bring lunch for me too, so we ate that together at lunchtime. Until then, there were no talks about Shinomiya-san having a boyfriend, so the rumors of her dating me spread really quickly. Shinomiya-san, you have an amazing reputation. Now everyone knows about us.
Yes, even though I'm just being myself. But I'm happy that the misunderstandings about you were resolved.
Shinomiya-san told her friends that she started dating me yesterday, and that Akane was the one who was cheating. Now, the whole class was talking about how Daisuke could be a liar. Daisuke admitted he was lying, and now, my label of being a cheater is gone.
By the way, Naoki-kun, don't you draw anymore?
Sometimes I do, but just as a hobby.
Why don't you join the art club? I think it would be so fun if we could draw again together.
I won't be able to draw anything serious though. I only do it for fun. Shinomiya-san had gotten so much better compared to when she was in elementary school. It was impossible for me to work on something for a drawing contest.
I'm the only member, so it's fine even if you want to just draw for fun. Ever since my seniors graduated, I was always alone. That's why I would be really happy if you could be by my side.
When I draw, I can concentrate a lot when I'm alone, so that's fine. However, now I remember how much joy it brought me when we used to draw together as kids. I thought it wouldn't be half bad if that's what it was going to be like. I can't say I'm going to officially join the club, but could I also use the art room? I also want to be by your side, Shinomiya-san.
You're always welcome. I'll be looking forward to it, Naoki-kun.
After class, Shinomiya-san was drawing for competitions, while I just drew what I felt like. It felt so good to be able to share something I loved with her. Our relationship was pretty stable, and it became official that we were dating. On the weekends, we would also spend time together.
Done! What do you think, Naoki-kun?
The piece of painting she was preparing for the contest was completed. I was watching her work hard all the time. I was so happy that she was able to finish it. This is so beautiful. You definitely can aim for first place.
You're flattering too much, but I was able to work so hard on this because you were always by my side, Naoki-kun. Since you started coming here, drawing became even more fun.
And that's all thanks to the skills you gained over the years. I'm excited to hear the results. Once I got home, Akane was standing right in front of the door. Akane? What are you doing in front of my house? It was the first time that I talked to her since she rejected me.
Welcome home, Naoki-kun. You look like you've been having a lot of fun lately.
I guess so.
Why don't we get back together? Looking how you've been doing recently, I think we could get along well.
What are you talking about? You betrayed me and made me the bad guy. It's so obvious that I won't date you.
Daisuke told me to do so. I had no choice. I never wanted to do that to you.
Whatever you say, you can't change the fact that you betrayed me. And by the way, what has happened to you and Daisuke?
I'll break up with Daisuke. Because of all of his weird lies, it's been awkward at school. To begin with, he lured me into breaking up with you.
Daisuke and Akane had lost their trust from other classmates when the truth came out. Some stood up for them because they were the popular type after all, but nobody knew if they were the next one to be betrayed. I already have Shinomiya-san. Even if she ever rejects me, I wouldn't date a person like you who keeps changing partners. I couldn't stand talking with Akane anymore. I ignored her and went home. When I got to school the next day, Shinomiya-san told me something unbelievable.
Naoki-kun, your childhood friend Naruse-kun is a bad person.
Huh?
After we said bye to each other yesterday, Naruse-kun came to talk to me. He kept on saying terrible things about you, and then asked me to date him. I couldn't stop myself from telling him to shut up and slapping him in the face.
I didn't know that happened.
Then he said Naoki's definitely going to get back together with his ex-girlfriend, and ran away, but... Naoki-kun, you're not doing that, right?
I only have my eyes on you, Shinomiya-san.
Naoki-kun...
Just as Daisuke thought, Akane came to my place right away. If this was all a part of one of Daisuke's plans, I would be completely speechless. Shinomiya-san got her results of the drawing contest. She won first place! All of the work she put in finally paid off! Congratulations for winning first place, Shinomiya-san!
Thank you. It's all because of your support, Naoki-kun.
No, you were the one who supported me. If you hadn't talked to me that day, I can't even imagine what would have happened to me by now.
But without me meeting you as a child, I wouldn't be myself today. I'm just so glad to have met you, Naoki-kun.
After my childhood friend's betrayal, Shinomiya-san helped me stand up again. I swore to myself to never let go of my precious girlfriend and take good care of her until the day I die.
I'm Yuto Kamikawa. This spring, I'm starting what you call my debut into the real world. On the first day of work.
Please help! Please stop! Get away from me! What the? Why do you keep pulling at my skirt?
That dog's messing with that girl. So my day begins with a girl in distress. Obviously, I just couldn't ignore it. Come on, boy. You can't be pulling this girl's skirt now. You better hurry on home, boy, or your owner's gonna start worrying. You okay? You're not hurt, are you?
No. Thanks so much. I don't know how to thank you. Well, he's kind and good looking. I wonder if he has a girlfriend. Is he the white knight I've been waiting for?
Well, that must have been a fright. You really okay?
What are you? Oh, that gave me a jump, but I kinda like it.
Oh, sorry about that. You sort of reminded me of my little sister, and I...
What? Little sister?
Are you on your way to school? What grade are you in?
Huh?
So kids nowadays don't use the school bags, I see. I guess you all prefer the adult-type bags.
I'm not a schoolgirl! I may be small, but I'm an adult!
Yeah, my little sister was just like you. She was always trying hard to act like an adult.
As I said, I'm a full-grown adult! I'm not gonna reveal my age, but I assure you I'm a full-fledged member of society!
Wow, kids nowadays are so precocious. Okay then, be careful not to trip or anything. And when you get to school, make sure you tell the teacher that you were approached by a dog. See ya!
As I said, I'm not a kid!
And so, that was how my morning began. I felt I had done my good deed for the day and headed toward the office, but when I got to the office, I was ready to make my introductions when...
You!
Hey, you're that little girl from... That girl I had helped out this morning was here at my workplace. So today's your school field trip, huh?
I'm an employee here!
So that makes you my senior. I'm gonna have to start calling you Miss Irie.
I keep telling you, don't treat me like a kid!
Alright. Don't take it so hard. Is this little girl your daughter, Chief?
No, I didn't stop you because I was having so much fun watching you. Actually, Miss Higaki is your boss.
What? She's my boss?
That's right! I told you not to treat me as if I were a kid!
But I didn't...
I'm in a senior position, so maybe better start calling me Chief Higaki.
Yes, sure. Sir? Is she some kind of child prodigy from overseas or something?
I'm not a child! I didn't want to reveal my age, but I'm 27 this year.
Are you sure you're not, like, 7? You seem like you're still in elementary school.
You're being rude!
Well, it turns out that 27-year-old Irie Higaki was my boss. Just looking at her, you'd think she was only in elementary school.
Okay, so now that we're done with introductions, Higaki, you'll be responsible for training Mr. Kamikawa.
What?
If there's something of which you're not sure, just ask Miss Higaki.
Yes, sir.
Hey, come on, boss!
It seems Miss Higaki has taken a dislike to me because I treated her like a child. But all in all...
Okay, get ready for some brutal training!
Alright.
A simple yes will do.
Yes, Miss Higaki.
Are you making fun of me?
It's hard to get intimidated by someone who looks like a schoolgirl. Actually, it's kinda cute.
Okay, we'll start with the PC.
Okay, how am I doing so far?
First off, power it up. then put in your ID number and password and... Wow. Ready?
Yeah, well, I guess you're good to go.
Let me see you input this data and put it all together.
No problem.
How long do you think it will take?
Well, let's see. About an hour?
That's not possible. You got all these documents, but I guess eagerness never hurts.
20 minutes later. Miss Higaki, I'm done.
Wow! So fast and no mistakes!
I learned a lot during my internship.
Looks like you can handle yourself. I'm gonna have to teach this guy the hardships of real work.
Miss Higaki, I made some coffee. Please have some if you like.
What?
Sugar and cream too if you like.
Very considerate.
About these documents. I separated them according to category and filed them.
No! I don't even have to tell him. He does more than required.
You really did a good job today. You know that?
I do not pat my head like that.
I can't get over it. This little creature is so cute. Well, on my first day at work, I was soothed by the pet-like cuteness of Miss Higaki and went home thoroughly satisfied. Then the following day...
Will you please stop? My skirt!
The dogs are at it again. There are more. Come on, get out of here.
Thank you so much. You!
Good morning, Miss Higaki.
What are you doing here, Kawakami?
I live right nearby.
Not again! How embarrassing.
Are you on your way to work? Let's go together then.
Okay.
Turned out to be such a nice day.
Sure has. What's this holding hands?
Oh yeah, sorry. I always used to hold my sister's hand on our way to school and... just out of habit.
As I said, don't treat me like a kid!
Really sorry about that. Here, have some candy. Please forgive me.
Oh, great! I love candy! This is what I mean by treating like a kid!
You were pretty overjoyed just now.
Anyways, I'm heading to the office alone.
Okay, have it your way. I'll follow a few steps back and make sure you get there all right. Whoa, I'm getting kind of nervous.
Is this some TV reality show? Oi, he keeps treating me like a child. I was planning to show him who was the boss.
Miss Higaki, can I ask you something?
What is it? What is it that you want to ask your great and all-knowing superior? What's that last supposed to imply?
It's just... it's so funny to see a little girl trying her best to get the upper hand.
You're making fun of me!
Those two are like brother and sister, don't you think? Yeah, it's kind of cute. A month passed like that. Then one day...
Kawakami, it seems like you've gotten quite used to this job.
Yes, thank you.
My training has been completed, so I'm gonna treat you like any other employee from now on, okay?
Really? Thanks for all your help. Here's a little something for all your help. Candy!
Yes! Hey, come on! How long are you gonna treat me like a kid?
Sorry, it's just that when I watch you, I just want to do something for you.
No way you're getting your way again with mere candy! Now decide, how long are you gonna treat me like a kid? I'm gonna prove to you that I'm adult once and for all! Hey, Kawakami, are you free tonight?
Well, yeah, I guess I have no particular plans.
Okay, then please keep it open, would you?
Okay, will do. I wonder what she's up to. Is there some sort of dinner for clients tonight or something? That evening, Miss Higaki brought me to a sort of expensive-looking restaurant. Miss Higaki, where exactly are we?
It's a popular restaurant that was recently written up in a magazine. But don't get me wrong, I invited you here as a gift for standing up on your own from now on.
What? A gift for standing up on my own? Thank you, Miss Higaki. I really appreciate it.
Oh yeah? Well, I'm glad. Let's get inside.
You bet.
I always wanted to try this place.
Miss Higaki, you seem to be having a blast.
No, not really. I'm acting the same as usual. What do you mean?
When you're happy, do you always move your leg like that?
Are you ready to order? First off, we'll have some red wine.
Wait 1 minute!
What's with you, Kawakami? Don't tell me you don't drink.
A young kid like you shouldn't be drinking.
I'm not a kid, I'm a 27-year-old woman. Shall I bring some fruit juice instead? How long are you gonna treat me like a kid?
I'm sorry, I guess it's out of habit.
I'm a grown woman.
Yeah, you're right. Please, bottoms up.
I really don't need your encouragement.
After that, I kept cheering her on and she gradually softened up toward me. Afterwards, we left together, but... Miss Higaki, are you okay? You seem a bit wobbly.
Mommy, I'm okay.
She's obviously drunk. Hey, maybe we should rest a bit before going home.
What do you mean rest?
I know a spot right nearby. Let's go. Let's go.
I need to prepare myself mentally.
You don't need to do that.
Oh, yes, I do. Batting center.
Yes, I was on the baseball team during school, so...
Oh, yeah, and...
It's been a while, and I wanted to give it a try again. Oh yeah, Miss Higaki, why don't you rest a bit over on that bench?
You're so self-centered. Usually after a man or a woman go out to drink, rest means, well, you know. I feel like an idiot for even thinking it. He's always treating me like a kid or patting me on the head. Would you please admit that I'm a full-fledged woman? But for some reason, it's difficult to dislike him. He can do his job well, and he's always kind. He protects me from those dogs, gives me candy. Are these feelings what I think they mean?
Miss Higaki, are you feeling better?
No, huh? Oh, yeah, I think I completely sobered up.
Okay, then should we head home?
No, not yet. I want to try that too. I want to be with you a bit longer.
I don't think it's such a good idea. You're also still a bit drunk.
I want to try it. Come on, teach me, Mr. Kawakami.
Okay, sure.
Oh my god, our bodies are touching.
I think you should hold the bat a bit shorter.
Okay, I think I got it.
On the first ball... Are you alright?
This is kind of scary.
I set up the machines on the weakest setting, but it seemed a bit too much. I'll be over there right away, so don't move.
Just wait, I'm a competent adult, you know? I'm gonna do my best to hit that ball.
Okay then. If Miss Higaki is so determined, I decided to let her have her way. Ah, that was close. A little more gusto, Miss Higaki.
Oh boy, I just can't seem to hit that damn thing.
Miss Higaki, take another crack at it. Even though she struck out numerous times, I kept encouraging her. And then the last ball flew toward her.
Down you ball!
Hey, you did it!
Yes! I did it! My arms are about to fall off!
Wow, Miss Higaki, that was some shot.
Yeah, sure was!
I wasn't expecting it, but I was pretty impressed. After that, she conked out, so I carried her all the way home. I thought she was happy and all, and then in the end, oh boy. Miss Higaki, you're light as a feather.
Mr. Kawakami, will you stop with the kids' treatment?
What the hell is she dreaming about?
Hey, where are we?
You're finally up.
Mr. Kawakami, what?
It's really late. Why don't you just stay over?
What? Am I at your place? Why?
What do you mean, why? I don't know where you live, and I couldn't very well just leave you there, right?
What? I mean, but
Tomorrow's a holiday, so relax and take it easy.
Oh boy, I got drunk, fell asleep, and he brought me home. But this could be my chance to really show him that I'm a woman.
Okay then, I'm gonna take the sofa. So Miss Higaki, please, use my bed.
Mr. Kawakami, hold on just 1 second.
What is it?
Why don't we... let's sleep together.
What? What's gotten into you, Miss Higaki?
I give you permission. Get over here.
Then, after 5 minutes or so, never in my wildest dreams did I think I would be sleeping with Miss Higaki like this.
Oh god, why did you really have to obey me? He's even using his arm as a pillow.
The last time I slept like this was with my sister. I guess she must have been in elementary school. But of course it's you now, Miss Higaki.
I've come this far, there's no turning back now. I have to do this.
I'm gonna turn off the lights, okay?
Wait just a minute.
What is it?
Please don't force yourself on me, okay?
Force myself? What do you mean?
I mean, you know, funny business.
Come on, don't take this the wrong way. I have no intention of doing that to a minor.
Like I've been saying all this time, I'm an adult!
Miss Higaki is so tiny and cute. Just like my little sister. I suppose I have to continue protecting her. About getting intimate with her in the future? Well, that's another story altogether.
Help!
I'm Hiroshi Aramaki, a first year at high school. On my way back from school, I suddenly heard a girl's voice calling for help from above. Sendo, what are you doing? I looked up and saw Hikari Sendo, the girl who is said to be the cutest girl at our school, clinging onto a tree. She usually is calm, but I could tell she was terrified.
I tried to rescue a cat, but now I can't go down.
A cat was poking its head out of Sendo's school uniform. Why did you climb if you can't come down?
I wasn't thinking about that, alright? I just want to get down. I'll jump, so please catch me.
What? Jump? She didn't listen to my response and put her thoughts into action. What are you doing? That's dangerous!
Hey, don't look up!
How's that possible? Now's not the time to worry about that. Wait, don't jump! I wished it was a joke, but she had already jumped off the tree. Fortunately, she had rolled herself up so that it was easier for me to catch. I felt the impact on my arms and knees. It would have been a complete disaster had I not caught her, but luckily I was able to.
That was so scary.
Sendo was in shock in my arms. I was scared too. Even though I was just someone walking by, I would feel very responsible if I dropped her or injured her. The cat slipped out of Sendo's school uniform and walked off without thanking us for the danger that we went through for it. Sendo, can I put you down? She was still in shock and my voice didn't reach her. Sendo?
Put me down.
She suddenly went back to the cold attitude she always has. Oh, as long as you're fine. I was confused by the sudden change in her attitude, but put her down.
You saw, didn't you, Aramaki?
Saw what?
Inside my skirt.
I had a flashback of the white underwear with frills. That can't be helped, you jumped off a tree!
That doesn't give you the right to look inside my skirt. That's why you're a virgin.
What? Why do you have to say things like that?
Don't get your spit on me, you virgin.
Why do you just assume that I'm a virgin?
You're not?
Well, yes I am, but it's rude.
You need to take responsibility for this.
What? Responsibility for what?
Go out with me.
How did you come to that conclusion?
You hurt me by looking into my skirt. What else?
Hurt you? I think I helped you so that you wouldn't get hurt. I was the one that was about to be hurt. I caught a human being. If things had gone wrong, I could have been crushed.
I don't want to hear your excuses. You might be able to lose your virginity if you go out with me, so I don't think it's a bad idea for you.
Stop saying virgin. I don't want to go out with a person who insults me even though I helped them.
You're going to turn me down? What a picky guy. Or do you like small girls?
How can you get to that conclusion?
You kind of look like a pedophile.
That is so rude. I am not a pedophile.
A real pedophile doesn't admit that they are a pedophile because they think that young girls are real women.
Where did you get that information anyways? And I'm not a pedophile!
Do you like guys then?
Where do you get these ideas? Why do you think I'm not interested in girls the moment I turn you down? I like girls from my age and above.
Oh, so you like old women.
Not so old! Why do you have to be so extreme?
If you like girls from the same age group, why not me?
Because you don't even thank me and say bad things about me even though I helped you.
You embarrassed me, so we are even. You have to take responsibility as a man.
I can't do this anymore. I'm leaving.
Hey, wait!
She seemed like she had other things she wanted to say, but I left anyways. Many guys have told her they like her because she's beautiful and has a cool attitude. Sendo asking someone out was rare, and it may have been a big opportunity, but I thought it wouldn't work because our personalities wouldn't match.
Morning, Aramaki.
Morning. Sendo came to talk to me when I arrived at my classroom the next morning. I didn't really want to talk to her because of the incident yesterday.
How unfriendly. You should react more happily when your girlfriend talks to you.
You're not my girlfriend.
Are you neglecting your responsibility?
I am not responsible for anything. What do you mean Sendo's Aramaki's girlfriend? A guy from our class apparently heard us talk and came into the conversation.
He did things to my body yesterday, so he is taking responsibility for it.
What? Don't bend the truth. What? What did you do to Sendo? I won't forgive you for that. I didn't do anything. The guys were glaring at me like they were about to start a fight.
Don't hurt Aramaki. I won't forgive you if you lay a single finger on him.
Sendo stood in front of me and said so to the guys in a cold voice. Why are you protecting a guy like him? You're the victim, right?
He is mine. I'm the only one allowed to hurt him.
Well, if you say so. They looked dissatisfied but went away.
Don't worry. I'll protect you, Aramaki.
If you hadn't said anything funny in the first place, it would have been peaceful. They might be jealous if she says that we're going out, but if they think that I defiled her, her fans won't stay quiet. She sure does have a lot of influence as the school celebrity.
I made lunch, so let's eat together.
Why did you make one for me? I don't remember becoming your boyfriend.
I am quite sure it is delicious.
I'm not going to have it.
Don't you know that there are so many people around the world that don't get enough food? Are you going to waste this food?
When did it become such a large-scale conversation? You never told me you were going to make lunch for me.
Oh, poor little thing. This lunch will be thrown away without being eaten.
Don't make me the bad one.
Don't you know that grudge of food is terrifying? A monster might show up inside your bag.
What are you going to do? I'll eat it, so don't do anything funny. I wasn't sure if she was actually going to do anything, but I wouldn't want the inside of the lunchbox thrown in my bag. She said she wanted to have lunch together alone, so we went to the rooftop to eat. The lunch was delicious, just like she said.
Did you like it?
Yeah, but you don't have to make it anymore.
You don't have to be shy, you know?
I'm not. Why are you doing this? I don't get why you're obsessed with me.
You saw my embarrassing moment, so I need you to take responsibility.
I didn't see it because I wanted to. Besides, aren't you exaggerating a little bit? Is it that big a deal?
We have a family tradition where we only show ourselves wearing underwear to the people we will marry.
Well, that's definitely a lie. What were you going to do when the wind blows your skirt up?
Do you think that my guard is that fragile?
Yeah, you were climbing a tree with a skirt.
You were looking at the rescue of a cat thinking of lewd stuff. What a virgin.
That's not the point. And stop saying that, alright?
You don't have to be embarrassed. I'm okay with it.
I don't either. Why is it that whenever I talk with you, we end up having a weird conversation?
You don't have to praise me, you know.
I wasn't! I was tired of her saying things about me.
I want to eat something sweet, Aramaki.
She talked to me as I was about to go home. Why are you saying this to me?
Apparently the donut store in the shopping mall has a new donut.
I see. She looked very dissatisfied when I gave an unfriendly response. I'll see you tomorrow, Sendo.
You're supposed to say, let's go together then.
Sendo grabbed my arm and stopped me from going home. I sighed because her words were too predictable. Why do you have to go with me?
Don't worry about the money. I'll treat you.
That's not what I meant. I don't think there's any reason I should go.
If you don't come, I can't thank you.
Thank me? For what?
For yesterday.
So are you finally going to thank me for saving you yesterday? Even though I helped her down the tree yesterday, she didn't thank me at all and just insulted me. If she admits that I was not responsible for accidentally looking into her skirt, it wouldn't be meaningless to go.
Thanks for saving me yesterday. Let me thank you for what you did.
She said those words looking rather shy. I decided to think that she didn't thank me because she was too shy to say so. If that's the case, I'll go with you. We went to the shopping mall together.
Mommy, where are you?
We found a little girl crying while we were walking around the shopping mall. I wonder if she's lost. I was looking over at her thinking I should help her. Just then, Sendo walked over to the little girl to talk to her.
What's the matter?
I can't find my mommy.
Although she always has a cold attitude at school, she ducked down to meet the girl's eyes and was talking with a warm smile.
Did you come shopping with your mommy?
Yeah,
Then we will look for your mommy together.
thank you.
Sendo looked at me.
Do you mind coming along for a bit?
Not at all. We asked her several questions and decided to look for her mom where they separated. We thought of taking her to the reception, but we thought that her mom might be looking for her around the same place as well.
Mommy!
Our guess was right. We found her mom quicker than we thought.
What a relief. Don't get lost again, alright?
Okay, thank you.
Her mother thanked us both and we said goodbye to the girl. I didn't know you were kind to kids, Sendo.
I'm kind to everyone.
The smile that she had made to the girl had disappeared and she was back to usual. You should smile like that more.
What are you talking about? I'm always like this.
The cold attitude is one of the reasons for her popularity, but I think the warm smile she had was a lot more attractive. It was like seeing a new side of her, like the time she was afraid on the tree.
You can get as much as you want, Aramaki.
I'll just have one.
Don't be shy. Think of it as my gratitude.
I'm not holding back anything. I just don't want to eat too much before dinner. I don't know why, but she glared at me.
Don't you know? They say you always have room for dessert.
I've heard of that expression, but
You always have room so you can eat as much as you want and you'll be fine.
I doubt it.
You're not greedy at all.
I thought that she wanted to buy me lots as a form of gratitude, but the moment I saw her choose the ones she wanted, I kind of guessed why. Don't worry about me. You can eat as much as you like.
What are you talking about? I'm not going to eat that much.
It seems like I was right. She thought it was embarrassing buying loads when I only got one. Even though she acts cool, she can be quite girly. After some consideration, she bought 8 donuts. Thanks for the donuts.
Don't worry about it. It's a thank you for yesterday.
I was a little hesitant to be treated by a girl, but I went along with it because she wanted to thank me.
Aramaki, can I stay at yours for the night?
Why?
Isn't that natural for a couple?
Were you still continuing with that? I thought you understood it wasn't my fault and that's why you thanked me.
What kind of brain do you have, thinking that you don't have to take responsibility if I thank you about it?
I thought you understood that it was inevitable.
I just thank you for saving me. It's your turn to take responsibility now.
I understand that you thanked me, but I don't bear any responsibility for looking into your skirt. I am disappointed, to be honest. I thought you weren't that bad, but
What do you mean?
I can't deal with you anymore if you're like that.
Hey, wait!
Are you breaking up? Why don't you come and play with us then? As I was leaving, 2 guys who looked womanizers came up to Sendo and started hitting on her.
What do you want? Can you not disturb?
She did not look afraid of these guys and took a cold attitude. You can be quite mean, even though you have a cute little face. I like girls like you. That attitude is just adorable. We're definitely more fun than that guy.
I'm not interested. If you want to hit on girls, do it somewhere else.
Oh, don't say that. I swear that you'll have a great time.
Don't come close. You're disgusting.
You're so arrogant. That makes me want to get you more.
Ugh.
Sendo was trying to escape the guys surrounding her. I think it's wrong to force someone to come with you, but I also don't think it was smart of you to provoke them, Sendo. Oh, you were still here. We'll take her for you. She's not mine, so if you have her consent, then go ahead. But it looks to me like she doesn't want to go. Therefore, I can't just ignore it. If she isn't your girl, then it's none of your business. Go home before I punch you in your fucking nose. I don't approve of violence. If you want to ignore what I said, then go ahead. You've got guts, I'll tell you that. I'll beat you up just like you wanted. One of the guys came towards me, so I grabbed his wrist. I squeezed it as hard as I could. What the hell? Let go! If you will go home, I will. Oh, okay. I get it. Hey! The other guy came looking confused as I let go of the hand. Come on, let's go. The guys ran away, one of them holding his wrist. I'd never been in a fight. I'm glad that the workouts paid off as a bluff. Are you alright, Sendo?
I was so scared.
Huh? Her knees were shaking and she hugged me. Hey, are you alright? She was talking back to the guys back then, but now she looked weak.
You saved me again, Aramaki.
Don't worry about it. I was just there, so...
I'm sorry for being mean to you. The truth is, I love you.
What's with the honesty all of a sudden?
I couldn't say that I love you because I was too shy. I knew that I needed to tell you my feelings for you to like me, but I just couldn't do it.
Even if you were just trying to hide it, you did say quite harsh things to me, didn't you?
I tend to do that often.
That's troublesome. I guess it's part of her personality, so it can't be helped. But whether others will accept that was a different question. I do understand, but I wasn't kind enough to forgive her for all the mean things she said to me.
I like strong people, and I felt that you were my destiny when you saved me from the tree. When you saved me from those guys earlier, I thought that you were the one.
You fell in love with me yesterday because I saved you? Do you fall in love with people that easily, Sendo?
I'm sorry, but my heart was thumping really hard when you caught me from the tree. Even now.
Isn't that the suspension bridge effect? She said she was scared when I rescued her from the tree, and when the guys were hitting on her, so I don't think my theory is entirely wrong.
Even then, I still love you. Do you not want to go out with me that much?
I wouldn't mind if you will be honest. She did call me a virgin and was very oppressive about me taking responsibility. But she also did show me her kindness when talking to a child, and her cuteness of worrying about eating too much. She is a beautiful girl. I would love to get to know her if she wasn't so arrogant.
I'll do my best to tell you my feelings.
Okay, I trust you. Let's go out. From that day, she would be a little more expressive than she used to be. It was kind of like an accident how I got involved. But the days with Sendo were so fun that I was starting to believe that she was my destiny too.
Subaru, your tie is wonky.
Amiri Murakami, my childhood friend, came to fix my tie. It's fine.
No, it's not. You have to be an example to the younger students, so you need to dress nicely.
I'm not exactly going to be giving a speech in front of the first years. I'm Subaru Akizuki. I'm in my second year at high school, and I'm in the same class as Amiri. She's been like this since we were both little kids. Get a room, you two! Or why don't you just get married now? Shut up! It's not like that!
Yeah, I can't date a guy this unorganized.
Maybe she didn't like what he said. She left the classroom. It was your fault making her mad. Don't you get it? She's just being shy. You should just go out, you know? You love her, and she loves you, so... That's not happening. There's no way she likes me anyways. You think so? I thought she kinda likes you. If you don't mind, I might as well tell her how I feel. What? I quite like her, actually. I completely thought that you liked her, so I was gonna pull myself out of it, but if you're okay with it, I'll tell her how I feel. I am not okay with that! He made a sneaky smile as I stopped him. So you do like her then? Be honest, man. She's quite cute, so some other dude will take her before you can. Unless you act now. But I don't know if she'll say yes. Of course she will. It's so obvious that you guys like each other. Tell her today, okay? I was still unsure whether I should do it. But because Komori pushed back, I decided to tell her how I feel. As we were walking back from school as usual, I suggested going into the park. After walking through the park for a bit, I finally decided to tell her. And Mary, I have something I want to tell you.
What is it all of a sudden?
I took a deep breath. I've loved you since we were little kids. I don't want to be your childhood friend anymore. I want to be your boyfriend. There was no response from Amiri. I thought she would say yes instantly, but there was silence way too long.
Are you an idiot? Who do you think you are? Did you think you could go out with me? Don't get so cocky.
Amiri? Amiri walked away quickly. I didn't think I would be rejected, so I was just standing there in shock. The next day, we always used to go to school together, but we went separately today. She wouldn't even look at me in the classroom. I didn't think that I would get disliked from telling her that I liked her. Subaru! How'd it go yesterday? Did it go well? Komori walked into the classroom and asked, not knowing anything. No. I got rejected quite miserably. She doesn't like me at all. Wait, what? Komori looked over at Amiri. She didn't notice us at all. I was so certain that you guys liked each other. I'm sorry for giving you expectations. If things are awkward, I'll do anything to help you guys get back to normal. It's fine. I want to sort out my feelings. You really liked her, didn't you? Komori looked really sorry. You don't have to worry about it. I also thought that I would succeed as well. That day ended without me being able to speak to Amiri once. After school,
Akazuki, do you have time right now?
as I was getting ready to go home, Iori Minazuki, my classmate and the cutest girl in the school, came to talk to me. What's the matter, Minazuki? Even though we were in the same class, it was the first time I ever spoke with her properly.
There's something I want you to help me with, but could you come with me?
Yeah, sure. I don't know why she asked me, but I decided to follow her. What are we doing on the rooftop? I looked around, but I couldn't find anything that needed carrying. Just then, Minazuki turned around and looked at me with a very serious face.
Akazuki, actually, Subaru, I know this is really sudden, but I really like you. Please go out with me.
The cutest girl at my school just told me she likes me. I couldn't believe what was happening. But Minazuki wasn't the type of person who would joke about these kinds of things. It took time for me to digest this, and then I panicked. What? Why me?
I know lots of nice things about you. You are kind, you help people who are in need, you're reliable, your voice is soothing, you have nice hair, your eyes are pretty. Oh, I've been looking at you all this time.
What? Wait! The last few things were my appearance, but regarding the first few, I'm not such a good human being. If we were to date, I think I would disappoint you.
You don't know much about me, right? You don't know how much I've been thinking about you. I thought you would date Murakami. I thought you guys liked each other, so I didn't want to interrupt. But you got rejected by her, right?
How did you know?
I've seen you enough to know. I know it might be hard for you right after you've been rejected, but I want to give my chance a go.
But everything's a little too sudden. I don't know very much about you.
That's why I want you to try it out. You can decide if you want to officially go out with me or not, once you've gotten to know me.
She came closer and closer as I took time to think.
Please, Subaru.
She looked at me from below. An image of Amiri flashed through my head. My thoughts were disturbed by Minazuki's beauty, and I agreed trying to go out with her.
Make yourself at home.
Okay. As a tryout date, I was invited over to her house very smoothly. She had baked some pie yesterday. Minazuki?
Call me Iori.
Well, but
We are dating, you know.
you seem quite prepared, Iori. I thought her confession was impulsive, but she seems to have planned everything out since yesterday. She probably didn't think I would say no. It was as if things were playing out as scripted.
Here, I'm quite confident about this.
She handed me a portion of apple pie on a plate. It looked as if a professional had made it, and a sweet scent tickled my nose. Thank you for the food. I ate the pie feeling a little dissatisfied. Oh, this is so good! My honest comment naturally came out. It was the best apple pie I ever tried.
I'm glad you think so.
Iori seemed happy. She made us some tea and we enjoyed the apple pie. Are you good at making desserts?
I can make lots, but my best one is apple pie.
So you like apple pies?
I like all the desserts that use apples. But if you have a favorite, I'll practice it.
I might want the same one because it's so good.
So you understand how great apples are.
We chatted for a bit and then I went home. The next day, when I left my house, Emiri was standing outside. Emiri! What are you doing? I was surprised she was waiting for me since she didn't speak to me once at school yesterday.
Subaru, where did you go on your way back yesterday?
What do you mean? I went shopping. Even if Emiri didn't like me, I felt like I was being interrogated for cheating, so I lied.
I see. And did you have fun at Minazuki's house yesterday?
How do you know?
You told me you loved me the day before yesterday, and now you've already changed to a different girl? I guess your feelings toward me were that cheap then.
That's not...
Have fun with Minazuki then.
Wait! I tried to think of something, but I couldn't think of anything to say. I'm not officially dating Iori. When Iori confessed her love to me, I thought about Emiri. I still couldn't forget about Emiri. But even though this is a tryout, I did go to her house. I couldn't explain myself after taking a dishonest behavior.
Morning, Subaru!
Iori came to me in the classroom. Morning.
What's wrong? You don't seem fine.
Well, yeah. I hadn't talked to Emiri since she walked off this morning. Even though we're in the same classroom, she still wouldn't look at me. Minazuki? When did you become friends with Subaru?
Just yesterday, we had tea together on the way back from school.
What? Komori looked surprised at me. I guess he didn't expect me to change from Emiri to Iori this quick.
Subaru, I made lunch for you, so let's eat together.
Iori went back to her own seat. Subaru, can I have a word? Komori called me, and we went out of the classroom. I can kind of tell what happened by looking at you two. You're too nice. He sounded rather amazed. I didn't know that Minazuki liked you. I was surprised too. And? What are you gonna do? Emiri is mad and I don't know what to do. It's just my guess, but I think Murakami actually likes you. She was being bitter when you and Minazuki were talking. I think she's jealous. You think so? But she clearly rejected me. Or maybe she was being shy. But Minazuki also looks like she really likes you. But I won't support either. It's you that's got to decide. But don't cheat on them. I won't. This relationship I had with Iori was just a tryout. I couldn't forget about Emiri. I tried to talk to Emiri, but every time I walked up to her, she runs away and I couldn't talk to her. The lunch break came before I could talk to her.
Subaru, you look depressed.
I came to the school garden to have lunch with Iori, but I was going to tell her my answer to her confession. I'm sorry, Iori, but I like Emiri, so I can't go out with you.
What does Murakami think of you?
I don't know.
You were trying to talk to Murakami many times today, but she kept on running away, right? I won't do that. I want to listen to anything you have to say because I love you.
I thought I told you I can't go out with you.
Even then, I still love you. I don't mind if you decide not to date me. Just let me be by your side until you get to talk to Murakami.
How can you love me so much? Don't you think I'm a jerk, having a different girl I like, but staying with you?
I love everything about you. I was holding it in this whole time. I want to dream a little longer.
My heart wasn't sure about anything anymore after she confronted me with all of her feelings. I was in love with Emiri, but I couldn't confidently say I love her anymore after being rejected so many times.
Subaru, do you want to have lunch?
The lunchbox he already opened had omelets and meatballs, and it looked delicious. But the thing that stood out most was the rabbit-shaped apples. You really love apples, don't you, Iori?
I have apple pie for dessert as well.
Her unchanging, cheerful personality made my heart warm. The lunch was as good as the apple pie I had yesterday.
Subaru, open up.
I'll eat it by myself. Iori tried to feed me the apple pie for dessert.
I always wanted to try this once.
She made a cute face and asked me. It made my heart race. Ow! Iori looked happy as I took a bite into the apple pie. And she took a bite from the same place I took a bite. Hey!
I ate from the same bit.
That should be illegal. I couldn't stop blushing. 1 week had passed, and I continued the relationship tryout and couldn't talk to Amiri. But as we were having lunch in the school garden as usual, it happened.
You two seem very friendly.
Amiri? Why are you here? Amiri barged in, looking rather moody. Iori and I looked at each other.
What? Was I interrupting something?
Well, no, but you've been avoiding me all this time, but now you came to look for me, so...
Oh, shut up! I have my own problems.
And? What do you want?
I wanted to have lunch with you. I made you your lunch as well.
But I have the lunch that Iori made, so...
You can eat Minazuki's lunch, but not mine.
That's not it, but what is this all of a sudden? I couldn't understand Amiri's actions. But then, Amiri looked at Iori.
I'll have Subaru back, Minazuki. Subaru loves me the most, and I love Subaru.
What are you saying, Amiri? I couldn't help but interrupt those shocking words. But Iori calmly answered.
You ignore him all this time, and now you say that? I would have supported you before, but now I can't give you Subaru, even if you say so. Subaru's heart belongs to me.
I'm sorry to say, but not anymore.
What?
Amiri looked shocked, as she probably didn't expect to be rejected by me.
Why? You told me that you loved me. Was that a lie?
It wasn't a lie. I really loved you. But you rejected me and didn't even try to listen to me.
That was because I was surprised, and I got shy, so I said that.
I went to Iori's house and you got really mad at me. And you wouldn't talk to me from that day on.
I couldn't help but smile when I saw you, so I was avoiding you. But I mean, you cheated on me right after you told me you loved me. But I do admit, I was a little too mad. I forgive you, so come back to me now. How selfish. Do you know how hurt Subaru was with your attitude? You don't have the right to be his girlfriend. Don't interfere. I'm talking to Subaru right now.
Iori's right. You hurt me with your attitude. I tried to talk to you so that we could fix things. But you rejected all of that.
I told you I was being shy. Why did you approach him now, even though you had been avoiding him?
Iori asked the obvious question. From Iori's perspective, she was the girl that came from the person she loves. She wouldn't be satisfied unless there's a good enough reason.
I thought he would come back to me if I waited, but it didn't seem like it, so I came to get him. You are so selfish! Subaru, I love you! If you still want to date a person like her, I will back out!
There's no need for that, Iori. I don't have feelings for Amiri anymore.
What?
Amiri seemed shocked hearing my words. I hadn't answered your confession properly, Iori. I love you, Iori. You supported me and want me to stay by your side.
Really? Are you okay with me?
Yeah, I want to support you too. I want to become stronger for you.
I'm so happy. My dream came true.
Iori kissed my lips. That's my answer, Amiri. Don't interrupt us anymore.
What? What the hell? I don't care about you!
Amiri ran away. She looked like she was crying. Maybe if she had been more honest from the beginning, things might have turned out differently. Even though she is like that, she is my childhood friend. I will help her when she's in trouble, as long as she doesn't trouble us.
Were you okay with this?
Iori still looked a little worried. Of course. It was you who was honest with your feelings and supported me. I'm sorry for making you wait. I love you. I told her my true feelings and kissed her. I won't lose what's important to me anymore.
In the spring of my second year in high school, I transferred schools and started living on my own. I wanted to make new friends at my new school, and I want a girlfriend if possible. I want an easygoing, kind girl. A refreshing start in a new place. Well, it was supposed to be.
Artikawa, your food is ready.
Thank you. The food is great, but this lady's really unfriendly. In the apartment I started living in, for some reason, a beautiful girl came along with it. To explain how this all happened, I'm sorry to say that the dormitory that you were going to start living in burned down. What? In the beginning, I was planning on renting a room in a dormitory that provided food. Not knowing what to do, my father talked to a real estate agency. Unable to find a dormitory, we decided to rent an apartment instead. However, the only place we found that met our needs was a 35-year-old wooden apartment called Residence Mishima. Because I just finished the procedure of transferring schools, I couldn't do anything about it. Thus, I decided to move in there. And then, on the day of my move... So, this is the apartment that I'm going to start living in. It's a little old, but I can make it my place. I'm going to begin my life here. Well then, first What?! When I opened the door, I realized right away that my life ended before it began. Although I was somehow able to clear the misunderstanding, there still left the mystery of who this girl was. She's cute, but...
And who are you?
She's kind of scary. I'm Yu Arakawa. I'm the one who rented this room and I'm going to live here starting today.
What? Rent?
Why is she troubled? You are?
I am Hina Mishima. I'm the landlord and representative of this apartment, Residence Mishima.
Huh? Landlord representative? She looks like she's just around my age, though. Something's fishy. I told her my situation and how I decided to live here, but... So, I'm going to start living here. Did you know about this?
I knew. Of course, right? I'm the landlord representative.
Is that so? Yeah, something's strange. By the way, why are you here, Miss Mishima? This is my room, right?
That's...
And why is there a suitcase in here? Could it be that she ran away from home? I know I might be rude for asking this, but are you really the landlord representative?
This is my student ID. It says Mishima, right?
Yeah, her name is Mishima for sure. Hey, wait. This school is the one I'm going to go to. And she's the same age as me.
Well, can you trust me now?
Yeah. By the way, what am I supposed to do if you're here?
I'm told to take care of this place. So, I'll take care of you too.
Huh? What do you mean?
So, I'm going to live here with you and prepare your meals and such. Kind of like a dormitory, right?
I didn't hear anything about this from my parents, nor from the real estate agency.
It's a surprise.
Do we need a surprise like that? Well, yeah, it was shocking, but...
But on two conditions.
Conditions?
First, don't tell anyone that we're living here together. It doesn't sound right to say that a high school boy and girl are living under the same roof, right?
That's true. And what's the other condition?
Everything obscene is prohibited.
What?
You just sneaked in on me when I was changing. If you do that again, you're kicked out of this place.
But, I mean, I won't do anything, but I am a healthy high school boy, and...
Fine. Then I'll ignore you even if you're moving around doing something in the middle of the night next to me. Is that okay?
That's not the problem.
If you have a problem, leave.
How unreasonable. Like this, it was decided right away that I start living with the landlord representative. To provide a private area for the both of us, we decided to hang a curtain in the middle of the room. We went to buy a curtain rail that day and attached it to our room.
Arakawa, you're pretty skillful, aren't you? You don't look like it.
My dad loved DIY, so I used to make things with him since I was young.
So he's a good father, huh?
Well, yeah. Why does she look kind of gloomy? That day, Miss Mishima made me dinner. It's delicious!
Really?
Yeah, it really is.
You won't get anything from me, even if you compliment me that much.
She's so cute when she's shy. Well, I mean, she's cute even when she's not shy, but... Like that, I thought we were in a good mood, but...
I'm going to take a shower now. But you know what'll happen if you sneak in on me, right?
Of course! Go on ahead. I thought we were in a good mood, but it seems like she's being extremely cautious towards me. But since we're living in a shaggy, old wooden apartment, I can hear everything from the shower room. I hear her humming a song while the shower is running. This is too much for a high school boy with a big imagination.
Don't do anything to me while I'm asleep, okay? Good night.
Good night. She's got a strong personality. I did think I was lucky at first, but I get the chance of living with a girl, but my only excitement is the food she cooks. The next morning... it's morning, huh? I couldn't sleep well knowing that Miss Mishima was right next to me. What is this soft thing that's touching me? Wait, what?
What? You're so noisy in the morning. Wait, why are you sleeping next to me?
I don't know! This is my side of the room! Am I going to be falsely accused? I mean, she's going to kick me out?
Sorry for doubting you. I tend to move around when I'm asleep.
Yeah, no worries. Phew. She's not going to kick me out. And then she prepared my breakfast, but...
Can you forget about what happened this morning?
Yeah. It's awkward. 2 days in this awkwardness passed thereafter. And then on the first day of school, let me introduce a new transfer student.
Huh? Why are you here, Arakawa?
You shouldn't react there! We were in the same class. Man, really, the only thing that increases is the awkwardness between her and me. Oh, you two know each other? Then can you take care of the new kid, Hina?
What?
And you two could sit next to each other. After that, our classmates came to me with a load of questions. How do you and Hina know each other?
What kind of relationship do you two have?
She's the daughter of the landlord of the apartment I'm renting, and we happened to meet each other. Oh, I thought you two were closer.
Yeah, Hina doesn't really talk to boys, so I thought it was rare.
Is that so? I mean, all the boys in our school are after her, but she doesn't seem to care about them. Well, I already have an important girlfriend, so it has nothing to do with me, but...
Oh, come on. It's embarrassing. We're in front of you right now.
Yeah, you two. I'm so jealous. Go do that somewhere else. Well, of course she's popular amongst the guys. Huh?
Don't say anything unnecessary. Don't say anything unnecessary. Don't say anything unnecessary.
I can totally hear what she wants to say. So what I found out was that Miss Mishima is very beautiful, but as scary at school as she is at home. That night, we talked about what we did wrong that day. You shouldn't have reacted to me like that today.
I was so surprised. Sorry.
Well, it's okay since nobody found out, but... Anyway, we shouldn't talk to each other unless necessary at school. That okay?
Okay, then I won't talk to you anymore.
Oh, you shouldn't ignore me, though.
Yep, I won't ever talk to you.
Is that so? It's kind of sad to hear her say that so strongly. Like that for a while, my strange life with Miss Mishima continued. The only good thing about this lifestyle was that she was very good at cooking. Although I tried to be considerate with her, we somehow continued living together. And just around when I started getting used to it... Miss Mishima, what are you doing?
It seems like our light bulb went out.
Oh yeah, it was going on and off.
But I can't put it on well.
Then I'll do it. Come down.
Huh?
There. I did it.
Thank you.
No, it's nothing. You're always making me delicious meals anyway.
Right.
Although it was a small event, it made us open our hearts to each other a little more. After that, I would help out with the apartment repairs sometimes.
Arakawa, would you like some tea?
Thank you. Man, the tea that you made is just delicious, Miss Mishima.
It's just cheap tea. You're over-exaggerating.
Apparently she's not used to getting complimented in the face. She's so cute and amazing when she's shy. Like this, we started getting along, and we weren't as awkward with each other as we were before. That night, oh, we have one more dish than usual, huh?
Really? It's just a coincidence.
Huh? And this is my favorite dish! Thank you so much!
So, I'm telling you, it's just a coincidence!
She's so cute when she's trying to hide her real feelings. And then, 1 month after we started living together, the incident happened. What? Who are you?
I am the owner of this apartment, Mishima, and I believe my daughter is here.
Oh, then you're Miss Mishima's mother? With that, Miss Mishima and her mother decided to discuss the situation inside our room.
Hina, why did you leave the house? I just don't want to live with that man. Don't talk about your father like that.
Man, it seems like they're in a complicated situation. And this is something I heard a little later. Miss Mishima's mother was a businesswoman who owned many companies. The real estate agency was one of them, and this apartment was also hers. However, she remarried recently, and Miss Mishima recently got a new stepfather. But apparently they didn't get along. While her mother was abroad for work, Miss Mishima left the house, unable to live alone with her stepfather.
It'll cause him trouble if you stay here. Come back home with me. No, I don't wanna! Don't be selfish. You're causing Mr. Arakawa so much trouble.
I know I shouldn't butt in because it's about their family. But this is my room, you know?
First of all, a man and a woman shouldn't be living under the same roof. Nothing happened until now, so it's fine. Something might happen in the future, right? Anyway, there's no way I'm going home.
Looking at how she's so stubborn about not going home, I realized something was up with the father. When I think about it, he just left her alone for 1 month, although she wasn't home. She isn't causing so much trouble.
Huh?
She is quite selfish and has a strong point of view, so, there really isn't anything shady between Miss Mishima and me. Besides, she cooks me 3 meals a day, and it's really helping me a lot.
But it's not something you can proudly do. If something happens by mistake, it's not good for the public eye. You're always worried about the public eye, this and that. You never listen to what I have to say. I'm saying this for you. Don't be selfish.
Well, I see that there's a reason other than her father that she doesn't want to go home. Don't worry, there's nothing between us. Because she gave me the 2 conditions before we started living this lifestyle.
Conditions?
That it's a secret that we live together, and that all obscene actions are prohibited. If I don't keep those 2 promises, I would be kicked out right away.
But you don't have to follow them, you know.
No, but it's all thanks to her that I'm able to live a lifestyle like this right now. If Miss Mishima wasn't here, I would have been a mess.
Arakawa, can you really keep those conditions from now on?
Yes, please, leave it to me.
Mom, I beg you too. Please, let me stay here. Hina's relying on this man this much. Even when she hates men in general, can I really trust him? Okay, if you cannot follow those conditions though, Hina, you will have to come back home. Is that okay? Yes.
Before she left, Miss Mishima's mother warned us one last time. And I heard her mumble, "She's stubborn and free, just like me." Well, I guess they have their circumstances. Maybe she'll say she'll go home on her own someday. I'll just watch over her for a while. Good thing you can stay in this apartment, huh? Wait, Miss Mishima?
Thank you, Mr. Arakawa. Thank you for letting me be selfish.
That's okay, but if you continue this, I would be kicked out.
Those conditions are what I gave you, so I don't have to follow them myself.
What? Is that allowed?
And so, it's okay if I act sweet towards you. Is that okay?
Oh, yeah. Oh no. I think I like this girl. After that, there was a good change in relationship between us two. Oh, there's one more dish today, huh?
You're just imagining things. It's just your imagination.
I'm happy that there are more dishes during dinner, but my relationship with Miss Mishima is getting better as well. Well, I do still try to be considerate, of course. Is that the spot?
Oh, yeah. My shoulders are just so stiff. There. That feels good.
It's just a massage. Don't make that voice.
Oh, yeah. To show you my gratitude for the massage, I'll listen to one thing you want me to do.
Oh, then can you call me you and not Arakawa?
Okay, then please call me Hina. You. And don't talk to me in that polite tone anymore.
Okay, I mean, got it.
I hope we have a great time together from now on too, you.
A very thrilling life with the landlord representative. Still, our relationship together had just started.
I love you, Tatsuku. Please, go out with me.
One day after school, I, Tatsuku Fukue, was told by the cutest girl in the school that she loves me. Her name is Amiri Wakamiya, and she's my childhood friend. I was so surprised that I was taking my time to answer, and...
Go out with me instead, Tatsuku.
What?
What? Izuki? My best friend Izuki interrupted us. It seems like Izuki liked Amiri.
Sorry, I'll be going now.
Hey, wait! Amiri! She ran off. Maybe she couldn't withstand the awkward situation. Izuki! Why did you have to intrude?
Why? Because I didn't want you guys to date.
I knew it! You don't want me to take her! I've had enough. Our friendship is over. This is how our friendship ended. I thought he was my best friend. Why did this have to happen? We met for the first time this year in April. Quiet, everybody! I'll introduce you to your new classmate.
I'm Itsuki Amaoka. Nice to meet you.
His first introduction was very awkward. He was good looking, but he had a cold attitude. It seemed to me like he had a dark past. And coincidentally, our seats were next to each other. Nice to meet you. I'm Tatsuku Fukue. Call me Tatsuku.
Oh, okay. Call me Itsuki.
My warm welcome didn't seem to affect him at all, but I continued to talk to him anyways. What club were you in your previous school?
I wasn't in any clubs.
Then do you want to join the track and field club?
Track and field?
I invited him many times, and he eventually gave in and joined. Itsuki was quite unfriendly at first, but he eventually started to open up as we spent time together. You're not just good-looking, but also clever.
This is normal.
You have to teach me because I'm not that smart.
Alright then.
Itsuke, can you drink this?
Huh? But this is yours, Tatsuku.
We'll go on another run once you drink that.
Oh, okay. What? Beef bowl? I've never been able to eat by myself.
Really? Then let's go on the way back.
Okay. I don't mind, but you're too close.
What's the problem? We're both guys. We'd hang out often and became best mates. One day when we were going home together, it suddenly started to rain hard. My house was close by, so I took him in so that we could wait for the rain to stop. Wow, you're soaked. Are you alright, Isuki?
Yeah.
I know. Go ahead and take a shower.
What? But...
Don't be so polite. You'll catch a cold if you don't warm up. Oh, come on. Just get in.
Hey, don't push me.
So, I made him take a shower. I'll leave the towel clothes here.
Thanks.
I'll leave new underwear here, too. I'll be in my room, so come upstairs once you're done.
Okay. Thank God he didn't realize.
About 20 minutes later, Isuki got out of the shower and came upstairs to my room. How was it?
Good, thanks.
No worries. You should stay here a little longer until the rain stops.
Yeah. You should take a shower next, Tatsuku.
Oh, well, I've already changed, so I'm fine. I'm a little tired, so I'm gonna lie down. Aren't you tired from practice? Do you want to lie down together?
I won't.
Suddenly, Isuki opened his mouth and asked me a question.
Tatsuku, do you have anyone you like?
Huh? Not really.
I see.
What about you?
What? Me?
That's the reaction of a person who likes someone. Who is it?
Well, that's... actually, I...
Uh,
Tatsuku?
Don't worry, I can hear you.
What's the matter? You have a high fever.
I wasn't feeling well since this morning. My fever somehow started to rise now.
Oh no, it's my fault. He let me shower first, so his body got cold. Tusku, when are your parents coming home tonight?
They won't be back until tomorrow because they're working.
What? Then
Don't worry about me. This is nothing.
I'll look after you.
You don't have to. You'll catch a cold too. So go home.
Tusku! How could I leave him alone like this? He fell asleep. Tusku looks so cold. What can I do to warm his body up? Oh, I know.
Thanks to Isuki, I was feeling better by the next morning. What the? Why am I sleeping in the same bed as Izuki? Izuki was sleeping right next to me when I woke up. His face while he was asleep was pretty. I almost forgot he was a boy.
Oh, Tusku, are you alright now?
Yeah. More importantly, why were we sleeping together?
Because you looked cold. You know what a couple does when they get lost in a snowing mountain.
But we're both boys. But I guess there isn't a problem then. Sorry for making you worry. I'm feeling a lot better thanks to you.
I'm glad.
But this is a secret, okay?
I know. This is a secret between the two of us.
Uh-huh. Why am I feeling like this? Isuki is a boy! After this incident, we became even closer. Let's go to the cafeteria, Isuki.
Okay.
Isuki smiles more often than before. His unfriendly attitude from the first day had completely disappeared. But during club activity, we were good rivals.
Tusku, let's race!
Bring it on! We would help each other grow. It was the first time I had been friends with someone I could feel so comfortable with. We had a very strong bond. One day, I was about to go home with Isuki as usual.
Hey, Tusku, are you going home now?
Oh, Miri, yeah, what's up?
Why don't we go home together today?
Tusku, isn't she the famous girl in the school?
I've never introduced you to her, have I? She's Emiri Wakamiya. She's my childhood friend.
Oh, I see.
I'm Emiri Wakamiya. Nice to meet you.
I'm Itsuki Amaoka. Pleasure. I'll go home now.
Huh? Why don't you come home with us?
No thanks, bye.
Hey, Isuki! Wait! Why did he just get moody?
Don't you know why?
I don't know. He got moody the moment Emiri came. Does that mean... We did talk a bit about before, but Isuki has someone he likes. Is Emiri the person he likes? I think he got jealous because me and Emiri were close. But that's a misunderstanding. We were just childhood friends. There's nothing he should worry about. But our friendship became a little awkward and I couldn't tell him that. Hey, Izuki, what happened to you yesterday?
Nothing.
Nothing? What is that attitude?
I'm thinking. Don't talk to me.
Izuki, do you want to run together?
I want to run at my own pace today.
I want to repair our friendship, but Izuki just won't talk to me. Izuki's attitude was clearly different. I got worried that he didn't like me anymore. Izuki's attitude lately. I wonder if he really likes Emiri. If I'm friendly with Emiri, our friendship will... But Emiri's just a friend. Huh? A message from Emiri?
I want to talk to you tomorrow about something.
Can't it be now?
It's an important thing, so I want to talk to you directly.
Okay, I'll see you tomorrow. And after school the following day, I met Emiri and... What's the important thing you wanted to tell me?
Sorry for calling you out.
Don't worry about it.
I want you to stay calm and listen to me. I love you, Tusku. Please, go out with me.
What? You love me?
I've loved you since we were little kids. Would you accept my feelings?
I was surprised by her sudden confession. But at the same time, I thought of Izuki for a split second. I want to cherish our friendship. But if I go out with Emiri, our friendship would end for good. As I was taking time to answer,
Wait a second.
Izuki appeared and interrupted us.
Go out with me instead of Tusku.
What?
What? Izuki? So, Izuki liked Amiri. I looked over to Amiri and she was panicking.
Sorry, I rushed and...
What? Rushed?
Sorry, I need to go.
Hey, Amiri! Izuki! Why did you have to intrude?
Why? Because I didn't want you guys to date.
I knew you didn't want me to take her. I got mad at his excuse. I've had enough. Our friendship is over. I left Izuki and walked off. As I was leaving, his face looked sad, but I ignored it. The next day, Amiri called me again.
Were you surprised at what I said yesterday?
Yeah, I never knew that you liked me.
You never change, especially that insensitive part.
Sorry.
What happened with you and Amaoka?
We aren't friends anymore. I mean, we were drifting apart anyways.
Tasku, do you want to make up with him?
No, why would I?
You don't have to lie to me.
What? It's not a...
How long do you think I've known you for? I can tell when you are trying to deceive yourself. You two should talk to each other properly. You can answer my confession after that.
She was being very thoughtful. But there was one thing I didn't quite understand. So I asked her, you said you rushed yesterday, but what did you mean by that?
That's a secret. You may not know because you're insensitive, but girls have a lot of secrets.
I see. I didn't really understand, but I decided to talk to Izuki about this. But I didn't know how I should approach Izuki. He seems to be avoiding me in the classroom. During club activity, the coach told us to gather.
You'll be doing handstands to train your upper body and to build a balanced body.
And then Izuki suddenly came up and said,
Tasku, I challenge you on who can do it longer.
Challenge? I was surprised, because I didn't think Izuki would say something like that. But he was somehow different today. I could tell that he was serious about it.
If I win, I want you to listen to what I say. But if I lose, I'll do whatever you ask me.
What the hell? Why would I accept a challenge like that?
Are you afraid of losing against me?
Fine. Bring it on. So we decide to see who could handstand longer. I bet he just wants to tell me to give him Amiri if he wins. I want to say so many things to him, but first, I need to win this. I was desperate, and Izuki seemed desperate too. And then... What? Izuki's t-shirt was coming down. I could see his white tummy. As it went further down, I could see he had wrapped his breasts around with a sarashi. And he had the 2 lumps that women have. So, Izuki's a... Izuki! Are you a...
Oh, this is... Don't look!
Izuki suddenly quit doing a handstand. It seemed like Izuki had forgotten about the challenge. Hey! Izuki! Wait! I chased after Izuki, who ran away. I finally caught Izuki on the other side of the school. Izuki! Are you a girl?
Yeah, do you have a problem?
No, but why are you pretending to be a guy then? I was panicking. I treated Izuki as if he was a boy, but she was in fact a girl.
I had issues back at my previous school. I don't like to put it this way, but I'm quite good looking, so a lot of guys come up to me. But my friends started to hate me because of that, and they even made up rumors about me. I couldn't mentally stay there, so I talked to my parents about it and decided to transfer schools. I didn't want to repeat the same thing, so I cut my hair. I made me look like a boy, so I decided to pretend I was.
I see. I'm sorry to hear that.
But there was someone who was really kind and talked to me. The person sitting next to me was really kind and took really good care of me. My feelings towards that person soon changed from friendship to love.
But wait a second! Are you telling me that...
Yes, I love you, Tasku. I was gonna ask you to go out if I won the challenge today, but...
Let me get this straight! She told me everything about her. So you interrupted when I was with Amiri because...
I didn't want you to be taken. I'm sorry.
And you should have told me you were a girl. Why did you keep it a secret from me?
I thought you would think I'm a weirdo if I told you I was pretending to be a guy.
I feels so stupid. How did I not realize? But then, why did you tell Amiri to go out with you?
You thought that I was a guy then, so if I told you I loved you, it would be...
Well, yeah, I guess it would be a little weird, wouldn't it? But I need to tell Amiri this. We've already involved her in this, so...
Yeah. I feel bad for Amiri, so I'll talk to her myself.
Yeah, that'll be better. If you think about it, she is so cute. Why didn't I realize?
Tasku, about us. Maybe our friendship is over, but... would you look at me as a girl from now on?
Wait a second! We'll think about that once we've talked to Amiri. She seems like she wants to take our relationship further. From a friendship to a romantic relationship. We went to Amiri and explained everything to her. And then...
I knew she was a girl from the very beginning.
What?
Girls can tell if someone is a girl or not.
Amiri knew that Izuki was a girl, so she was curious why Izuki was pretending to be a boy. Izuki explained everything, and she seemed pretty convinced.
To be honest, I didn't want Tasku to be taken by you, so that's why I rushed. You were always so close to Tasku, but he didn't seem to know that you are a girl, so I thought this was my only chance. I was trying to pretend that I didn't know how you felt towards him, but you were so desperate when you came in the other day, so...
I'm sorry, Amiri.
So, we are rivals from today then.
Rivals?
We are now on the same situation, so we can fight nice and fair over Tasku.
I don't want to give Tasku to anyone. I feel sorry for you, but I won't lose against you.
So, who are you going to choose, Tasku?
Choose me, Tasku. I'll do anything for you.
A cute girl who I feel comfortable with, and the famously cute girl who happens to be my childhood friend. I could make up my decision. My decision-making process is going to last forever at this rate.
Good morning, Liz.
Don't talk to me.
She's so harsh. All I did was say good morning. My name is Yuito Mochizuki. I'm a sophomore in high school. My father recently got married, and Liz, who's a year older than me, became my stepsister. I try to be nice so my father wouldn't get worried, but for some reason, she seems to hate me. What did I do to make her hate me so much? She wasn't friendly to start with, but it became obvious she was avoiding me when we started living together. It's not like she was against the marriage. Her hatred is purely pointed at me. Hey Liz, you want to go to school together?
Don't follow me.
Why? We're going to the same school.
Leave me alone. I don't want to be seen walking with you.
She just rejects me every time I try to reach out. I didn't want to make her angry, so I decided it would be best to leave her alone and go separately. Why does she hate me so much? I could try to fix it if only she would tell me why. I hadn't talked to her properly since we moved in together. I'm pretty sure I hadn't done or said anything to make her upset. I just couldn't figure out the cause of all of this. Hey Liz, the bath is ready. You want to go in first?
No, I'll take a bath later.
Okay. Then I'll go first.
Whatever.
My parents both work, and it was my job to get the bath ready every day. I would suggest she take a bath first, but she always rejected me. How will I get her to not hate me? Nothing I tried worked. She hated my guts. I was really concerned for the future of the family. A few days passed after my father remarried. Nothing had changed between Liz and me. I wanted to make her happy, so I made her some pancakes on our day off. I hope she likes it. With a little bit of hope in my heart, I knocked on her door. Hey Liz! She was sitting at her desk, studying.
I never said you could come in.
Her voice sounded angry. She wouldn't even turn her head to look at me. Oh, sorry, I made some pancakes for you in case you're hungry.
What are you trying to do? Bribe me into liking you?
Well, I just wanted to do something nice for you. I thought we could start as friends.
Why?
Well, if we don't get along, Dad and Mom might get worried and start regretting their decision. And Liz, I would enjoy getting to know a beautiful big sister like you. Liz stopped writing as I answered.
So that's how you see me?
I don't mean it in a creepy way. I would just like to get along as a family. Was it weird of me to call my big sister beautiful? But I really had no hidden intentions, and I wanted her to know that I just wanted us to be nice to each other, as siblings.
You can leave the pancakes on the table over there. I'll eat when I finish this assignment.
Really? Thanks. That means a lot.
Why are you saying thank you? You're the one who made them.
Well, I didn't think you would actually eat it.
Well, I'm eating it only because I don't like wasting food.
Oh, and I also made some rusks using bread crusts.
Huh?
She finally turned around to look at me, and she was surprised I had made rusks. It's pretty easy. All you need is some bread and a frying pan. It's one of my go-to recipes.
I see. So you like baking, Yuito?
Yeah, I've been making desserts since I was little. I can make apple pies and cream puffs too. Liz looked at the plate of pancakes and suddenly gave me a sharp glare. Why are you looking at me with such a scary face?
Nothing. You can leave now. I'll eat the pancakes later.
Okay. I left the room. I didn't want to bother her anymore. Maybe I sounded too full of myself when I talked about baking. But it was a big step forward. We had a proper conversation for the first time. But after that conversation, Liz returned to being very distant and unfriendly. I thought I had taken a step forward, but I guess I was wrong. I haven't been able to talk to Liz since bringing her the pancakes. I wanted to ask her if she liked them. Maybe I'll try something different starting tomorrow. I got in bed trying to think of ideas, and I couldn't fall asleep for a long time. After a while, I heard my door opening. Did the door open? Maybe I heard wrong. I kept my eyes closed, and I heard somebody slowly coming closer to the bed.
Yuito.
I heard a familiar voice whisper my name. I realized it was Liz standing by my bed. Why is Liz in my room? What does she want? I was confused. I didn't know what her purpose was. I just knew that she shouldn't find out that I was actually awake. So I pretended I was fast asleep to find out what she wanted.
I don't think I can take this anymore.
What is she talking about? I felt warm air on my ears. Is that her breath? I felt something soft on my ears. And then there was a sudden twinge of pain. What? I stopped myself from crying out loud. I was pretty sure she was biting my ear. I had no idea why she was doing that, but I couldn't do anything about it, and she nibbled at my ear several more times.
I wanted to do this for such a long time.
Liz's voice was soft, nothing like the tone she uses with me usually. I was utterly confused. What was happening? I couldn't bring myself to open my eyes.
Yuito, I can't believe you're asleep while I'm nibbling at your ear like this. I should stop before I wake you. Maybe just one more.
She bit my ear again. Although I was awake right from the beginning, Liz seemed to think I was still asleep. I knew things would get awkward, so I tried to stay quiet, but... Ouch! Liz bit me a little too hard, and before I knew it, I had opened my mouth.
Yuito? I'm sorry, did I wake you?
I could hear Liz panicking, but it was because she thought she had woken me up. She didn't know I was awake the whole time. Liz? What's happening? I asked her as I tended to my sore ear.
Well, actually...
She was always so cold and scary. I had never seen her so flustered and awkward. You said, I can't take it anymore, and bit my ear so many times. What was that about?
You were awake the whole time?
Yeah. I was awake when you walked into the room.
Oh my...
Her cheeks were flushed, and she was obviously very embarrassed.
Well, whenever I see a cute guy, I get an overwhelming urge to bite their ears.
Huh?
Ever since I met you, I've been trying to hold back the urge to bite your ears.
Wait a minute. Then why were you always glaring at me and telling me to leave you alone?
I needed you to stay away so I could control myself. All I could think about was how I wanted to bite your ears, so I had to glare to keep you away.
So you don't hate me? All of that was so you could get a hold of yourself?
Yes, I didn't want you to find out that I had such a weird fetish. I didn't want you to hate me.
Well, yeah, I was surprised, but I wouldn't hate you. Didn't you see how much I wanted to get closer to you? I thought you didn't want me near you because you hated me.
When you said I was beautiful earlier, it made me really happy. I appreciated how you were reaching out to me. And then you started talking about the rusks you made, and bread crusts reminded me of your ears.
Is that why you were avoiding me after that?
Yeah, I just couldn't get it together. I was trying really hard not to pounce. But I couldn't get it out of my head, so I decided to nibble a little while you were asleep to get it out of my system. I'm really sorry.
No, it's okay. I understand now. I'm just glad that it wasn't because you hated me.
Are you going to be okay with it?
I felt the urge to hug Liz. You're Liz. No matter what happens, you're still Liz, and you're my family.
Yuito, thank you.
Liz put her arms around me and hugged me back. We had our misunderstandings, but we can move on now and become a real family now. But then... Ouch! She suddenly bit me real hard, and I jumped back in pain.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I bit you too hard. I was just too excited.
It's okay. I would just really appreciate it if you can be a little more gentle.
I can bite you if I'm gentle?
Yeah, sure. I mean, you're not in control of your urges, right? Once in a while we'll be fine.
Thanks, Yuito. I love you.
We made up some rules about the ear biting. Liz was to always let me know beforehand so I would know when it was coming.
Good morning, Yuito.
Morning. Liz came to talk to me in the morning. I was glad that the distance between us was gone. Are you going to ask me if you can bite my ear? It had only been a few hours, but apparently, Liz was going through withdrawal. Okay, fine. Since you asked for permission first, go ahead.
Thanks.
I must say, having my older sister nibbling at my ear gives me a very strange feeling.
Yuito, let's go to school together.
Really? I thought you didn't want to go with me.
That was only because I wasn't allowed to bite your ear. Now that I can bite at any time, it's not a problem anymore.
Wait a minute. I said you can bite me, but only when nobody else is around, okay? Not when there are other people watching.
No, does that mean I can't do it at school?
Do I even have to answer that? I can't believe you were planning on doing that in school.
I can't hold back anymore. All I can think about are your ears now.
Please don't do it at school. You're known as the pretty girl. I can't even imagine the things people will say if they saw you biting my ear.
I know. People will think I'm a freak, right?
Well, maybe that too. What I actually meant to say was that people would get jealous of me because it's Liz. But she seems to think her fetish is creepy. But I know there are a bunch of people who would love Liz biting their ears. That's when I realized I didn't want her biting anybody else's ears. Okay, so let's keep this a secret, yeah?
Okay.
She looked so sad. I was surprised at myself for enjoying seeing her cute pout. Liz, why are we holding hands?
Give me a break. I'm just trying to get closer. That way, maybe I can control my urges.
Okay, if that's what you need then. As we walked to school, I could see Liz sneaking peeks at my ears out of the corners of my eyes. Liz, you're having withdrawal symptoms, aren't you?
No, I'll be fine, really.
She was trying hard to hide it, but I could see she was getting antsy. I was worried. Is she going to be okay at school? As I left the classroom to go to the bathroom, I found Liz waiting for me.
Finally, I've been waiting for you.
Why are you here?
Well, I figured you'd come out eventually, so I wanted to wait.
You could have just called me.
I didn't want to bother you, so I just thought it would be better if I caught you when you came out.
Okay, what's up?
Follow me.
I know what you want, but remember, no biting in school.
But there's no one around.
We can't get used to biting in school, though. It'll become a habit.
I tried to hold it in during class, but I couldn't stop thinking about it. Please, just a little one.
You need it that much? Okay, fine. Just a little. Not being able to focus in class thinking about my ears must have been tough on her. Her bites were so intense, I could tell she was completely addicted. Hey Liz, the bath is ready. You want to get in? Now that we were on better terms, I decided to ask her if she wanted to go first.
Yuito, do you want to take a bath together?
What? What are you saying?
Since you let me bite your ears now, I thought we could deepen our relationship by taking a bath together.
We can't do that. That's just crazy.
You don't want to come in with me?
Me and my stupid imagination. My eyes naturally wandered to her breasts.
I'm relieved to know that you're a healthy boy. I'll be going in first. You're welcome to come in anytime you want.
No, I won't be joining you. She grinned at me as she disappeared into the bathroom. Was she joking or not? I considered actually following her, but couldn't build up the courage.
Yuito, let's sleep next to each other.
Why?
Because I'd be able to bite your ears anytime during the middle of the night.
You're planning on biting my ears while I'm sleeping too?
Don't worry, I'll make sure to bite softly. I won't wake you up this time.
I don't know if I feel comfortable knowing you will be biting my ears while I'm sleeping.
Fine, I won't bite. Let's just lie down together.
Why do you want to sleep in the same bed?
I want you by my side.
Liz, you're acting like a baby.
I've had to bottle it up inside for a long time. I have wanted to be close to you for so long.
Well, I enjoy us being close too, but...
Okay then, it's settled.
Liz slipped into my bed.
Yuito, can I bite your ear?
Okay, last time before we go to sleep then. She nibbled my ear softly. I could feel her body against mine, and having her so close to me started to give me chills. Hey Liz, do you like biting anybody's ears?
I guess, but I only actually bite the ones I care about.
So you care about me?
Of course, you're special.
Does that mean as in... special because I'm your brother?
How do you want me to mean it?
I didn't expect her to return with a question. I remembered how I had felt earlier that day, when I imagined her biting other people's ears. I wanted her all to myself. I thought of you as a sister, but after all the biting, I feel like I'm seeing you differently now. I want more of you than just as a sister, and I'm really hoping you feel the same way.
I thought I told you how I felt yesterday. I liked you from the moment I met you.
Oh, I thought you said you loved me because I let you bite my ears.
Well, your ears aren't the only thing I want.
Liz suddenly kissed me on the lips.
Now, do you know what I mean?
Yes, I think I'm falling for you, Liz.
Me too. I can't stop thinking about you, Yuito.
I know we are family, but we can't deny true love. Our relationship is unusual, but I'm happy with it. In fact, I've realized I might have a fetish for getting my ears bitten.
Ichinose, you're fired.
What? The name's Seiji Ichinose. I work as a manager at a talent agency called Kuchiki Productions. Or more accurately, used to work there. The talent agency is large scale and pretty well known in the industry. The idols that are represented there are also very popular, and many say it's one of the top agencies in the industry. But sometimes their success doesn't solely rely on the success of the idols. Kuchiki Productions used all kinds of methods to sell their idols, such as bribes, suppressing the success of a rival, and various other dishonest schemes. Opinions of the idols and managers were never taken into account. If the boss wants it, he gets it. Simple as that. I wasn't happy with his methods, and went to voice my disapproval, but didn't figure I'd be let go just like that. I have no regrets, though. I mean, how long could this kind of thing go on? At any rate, what am I gonna do tomorrow? Got no job. Suppose I can make ends meet with my savings and compensation. Eh?
Mr. Ichinode, glad I caught you.
Tsukishiro? What are you doing here? The girl at the door was Yae Tsukishiro, one of the idols I was in charge of. She was one of the idols I personally selected at an audition. Had my eyes on her, as she was cheerful and attractive. She never shied away from any assignment. Her winning career was eventually recognized, and 2 years after her debut, she finally started to get some acclaim.
I decided to quit Kuchiki Productions, and I wanted to notify you first.
What? You quit the agency?
Yes, I made a clean break. No regrets.
Why at this particular time?
Obviously because you were fired, Mr. Ichinose.
What? Me?
I mean, you are my manager, right? That's why.
Stop right there. Let's talk inside. Sounds like this is going to take some time. Inside, I had Tsukishiro explain the reasons why she quit. Admittedly, the only reason seems to be because I was fired, but
I just can't accept this. I don't think you said anything wrong.
yeah, I guess. I'm sure I didn't say anything unreasonable.
And also, I really had confidence in you. You always worked so hard for me and always supported me. I realized there was no other manager than you, Mr. Ichinose. That's why I made the decision to quit. That was the only option I had.
Tsukishiro, I'm really overjoyed that you think that way, but what are you gonna do? You can't work as an idol any longer.
You're right. And I also no longer have a place to live.
What?
I lived at the company dorm, and when I said I was gonna quit, well, they kicked me out.
Oh boy, that's a huge crisis for sure. What's she gonna do?
I guess I'm just gonna have to rough it outside. I don't have a lot of possessions, and I have no friends in Tokyo.
Why is she so casual about it? Tsukishiro roughing it outdoors? And it's my fault? No, I can't let that happen. You can't just sleep out on the streets. You can stay here until you find somewhere else to live.
Really? You don't mind?
But when you find a job, you have to move out, okay?
Thanks so much! Oh, I get to live with Mr. Ichinose!
With that, we started living together.
Help yourself! I made a whole bunch, so eat up!
Wow, that looks delicious! Didn't realize you were such a good cook.
Thanks so much! I'm pretty good with household chores. How is it?
How is it? Well, I think it's great, but
Is that it? Something else you can say? Like maybe you would make a wonderful wife or something along those lines?
sorry, I wasn't listening. Could you repeat that?
No, it's nothing. Forget what he's just said. Enough of that. Eat up. It's gonna get cold.
Yeah, right. Well, let's hit the sack. You can take my bed.
No, I can't do that. It's your bed after all. I'm just a guest.
No, I insist. A girl should sleep properly.
But it's your home. But that just doesn't seem fair. Then, shall we sleep together?
What?
If we use the bed together, problem solved, right?
No way. That's not an option.
Yeah, of course. I was just kidding.
Phew, you had me there. Just take the bed, okay? If you don't, I'm gonna end up not getting enough sleep.
Okay, if you insist. I accept.
With that, I succeeded in getting her to use my bed.
Mr. Ichinose, are you still up?
Yeah? What's up?
I got to thinking, is it really okay? I mean, to live here for a while. The reason you quit the office is only because of my selfishness.
Don't worry about it. You have to make the decision whether you want to continue as an idol or not.
To be honest, I was happy that you got so angry on my behalf, Mr. Ichinose.
I promise you this, though. I'm gonna make you shine like an idol again for sure. So let's do this together.
Really? Lead the way. I'll do anything.
Because I made that promise to Tsukishiro, I applied for various jobs at other talent agencies. but it was hard getting a job with the conditions being that they hire both manager and idol. But then one day, just don't seem to have any luck. I knew it was going to be a challenge, but didn't figure I'd get brushed off so many times. I know I have to do better, for Tsukishiro's sake. Hey, you're that guy. As I recall, you're that manager from Kuchiki Productions, right? Ichinose, am I right? Yes, sir. Actually, more accurately, former manager. You are? I'm Ohara. Like you, I'm a manager who supervises various idols. I remember you from one of the shoots we were on together. I recall how you were very committed to your job. I was actually kind of impressed. What's this about being a former manager? With that, I brought him up to date on the incident so far. So that means you're looking for a new agency to work for, is that right? Well, you're in luck. I just established a new talent agency, and currently, I'm the president. If you and Tsukishiro are inclined, why don't you and Tsukishiro join my office? It's a new firm and we have no name value as of yet, but... Really? You sure? I was just in the process of finding new people. I'm sure you two will be well suited for the company. Thank you so much! After that, we worked out the details, and from then on, we were the new employees of Ohara Production. We started our new endeavors, but not everything went as smoothly as we anticipated. Tsukishiro had received some pretty high-profile jobs, such as national TV spots, in the past. But now all we could muster was small spot appearances on local TV stations. Fortunately, she has a fan base from back at the previous agency, so it was not all for naught, but it has been difficult just to maintain regular spots. Sure, I appreciate Mr. Ohara's confidence in me, but moreover, for the sake of Tsukishiro, who believed in me, I had to find bigger, more high-profile work. Good work, Tsukishiro. Sorry for these on-the-spot kind of jobs.
Please, I don't mind it. I kind of enjoy it. I mean, I'm super close to the audience. I can see their happy smiles. It's kind of nostalgic in a way. About the time I debuted, I remember we always used to go from one place to the other like now. So brush that thought aside. We just have to go step by step and eventually we're gonna land some big assignments.
Yeah, right. I'm gonna try harder. Then, after several months, our efforts paid off, and we were offered a big assignment for a major TV program.
What? An offer for one of the biggest programs on TV?
I really made my case many times, and I finally got an okay from him. The offer was for a spot on a variety program. Various other idols are also in it. The audience will ultimately decide who was the most attractive and compelling idol on the show. The winner gets to sing the closing tune.
Wow! To be able to sing on a nationally broadcast TV show!
Yeah, if you land the top spot, this is your chance to really take off. Tsukishiro, let's do this! Then, the day of the show arrived. Pretty soon, huh? Are you ready?
For sure! I'm gonna ace this!
Hey, is that you, Ichinose? And Tsukishiro? Is that you, Sakai? This was Sakai and his idol. We were together at Kuchiki Productions. To be honest, he could get a bit condescending and we didn't quite get along. Hey you guys, still doing the idol thing I see. If you didn't disagree with how things were done by the boss, you could have avoided being fired. I don't think I did anything wrong. You're just being naive. The entertainment business is not that forgiving. Well, even if you were able to stay at Kuchiki Productions, you probably wouldn't have lasted long anyway. What? Hold on. We're in the dressing room. I can't be making a scene here. What's the matter? No retort? Anyway, after today's program, we'll find out who's on top. Sorry about that, Tsukishiro. Wasn't able to say anything in return.
Don't worry about it. Let Yammer on as much as he wants. Who cares? Anyway, they will credit since I will be winning today. Also, I'm gonna make them regret that they fired you.
After that, the program started. They showcased their dances, quizzes, and various other areas to test their talents. Regarding Tsukishiro, among the 8 contestants, she racked up some pretty good results. Basically, she had the qualities of an idol, and she seemed in top form today. Maybe that was why, because her enthusiasm seemed to permeate through to the audience. She did her best, and all through that, she never failed to smile, and her personality seemed to radiate through to the viewers. It was only later, but she also had considerable traffic on SNS. Finally, at the end of the program, the results were announced.
Ladies and gentlemen, I will announce the winner. The winner is Yai Tsukishiro, affiliated with Ohara Productions.
Really? I can't believe it!
She did a splendid job of winning the contest, and with that, she was able to sing her song on a nationally televised program. It seems her singing also made her popularity a foregone conclusion. Damn! Why couldn't our idol win this? Our idol lost. You just remember this, Ichinose. This is not over! Don't think I'm just gonna back down. Yeah, I got it. But I remember we're not gonna back down so easily either.
Yes, that's right!
Tsukishiro?
No matter what you do, we're gonna overcome whatever obstacle you throw at us. Mr. Ichinose and I will never back down.
Right, we'll never give up. I won't forget this! Tsukishiro's TV program debut ended in success. Good work, and congratulations!
Thanks, and it's all because of you.
Come on, I didn't do anything. You're the one who put all the effort into it. Eh?
The reason I was able to put so much effort into it is because of you. Even when the office changes, you still stay the same, and you even found me a new job. You found me a lot of assignments. It's because of you I was able to shine so much. So, all I can say is thank you.
Yeah, when you say it like that, I get kinda embarrassed. But I have to thank you too, for believing in me and coming along for the ride.
Please. Anyways, I have, for you.
What?
Nothing. Pretend you did not hear that. You're not supposed to fraternize with the idols, I guess.
Sorry, could you repeat that? I didn't catch what you said.
Nothing, forget it, it's nothing. Next time, I will tell you next time.
Okay. You don't mind?
Mr. Ichinose, can I have a gift for your job well done?
Gift, huh? I guess. You did try pretty hard. Okay, no problem. Should we have dinner or something? Or is there something in particular that you want?
Can't you just grant me one wish? Please remain my manager forever, for as long as I remain an idol.
Tsukishiro. Of course! We again made a new start into a bright future. Maybe it was because of that program, but since then, all kinds of assignment requests began pouring in. Of course, that's a good thing and all, but there was one little problem. As you might expect, an idol and manager living together is unacceptable.
Aw, come on, no problem. We've been living together for more than 6 months.
We can't do that. You make enough now, so could you get a place of your own? Tsukishiro was apparently not happy, but after a bit, she relented, and it was decided that she would move out. I'm also kind of sad that I won't be able to enjoy her cooking, but can't be helped. But seems you decided on a place real quickly. Where are you moving to?
It's a secret, but for me, it's the perfect spot.
Oh yeah? That's great! The move went smoothly, and a few days passed. After she moved out, the place really seemed spacious. This was the norm a while back, but now it seems kind of weird. Feels a bit sad. Wonder who that could be.
Hello, Mr. Ichinose.
Hey, Tsukishiro, what's up?
What do you mean? I came to pay my respects for moving.
What?
From today, I'm your new neighbor. Pleased to meet you. I'm Yai Tsukishiro.
Neighbor?
By coincidence, the next door room became available. I immediately request the place.
What?
I'll be stopping in every now and then, okay? I mean, we are neighbors, right? Oh yeah, I'll make dinner too.
Didn't think the idol I was managing would move right next door. Honestly, not a bad feeling at all.
Ren Nakatani. You study with me, would you? What's your answer?
Yes. Okay. The school's cutest girl wants to date me. I grudgingly accepted her proposal. Grudgingly, you say? There's a good reason for this. My name is Ren Nakatani. I'm a junior in high school.
Good morning, Ren! Come on, wake up! It's morning! Rise and shine!
Come on, it's only 7. Give me 30 more minutes.
It's already 7! Come on, get up!
Well, besides the fact that this girl stops by every morning to wake me up, I'm an ordinary high school junior. By the way, this high-energy little girl is my childhood friend, Sanako Minamino. We've been friends since kindergarten, so that makes us friends for 13 years. We live right next door to each other, and our parents are friendly. We grew up like brother and sister. Actually, we currently live together. Our parents, the 4 of them, are currently on a world cruise. But since we're still in school, we were left to take care of things on the home front. So since last month, it was decided that we should live together. Why?
Hey, what do you want to eat tonight?
Meat, of course. But I'm the one that cooks every night. You say that as if you're gonna cook.
I'm in the mood for some meat too!
So this childhood friend of mine can't cook or do household chores. My parents asked me to take care of her while they were gone. But if anyone at school finds out, it would be a pain in the neck. So I better make damn sure no one finds out. After breakfast, we head out to school together. There are rumors going around that we're an item, but I assure you, she has no affection for me.
Huh? Did you say something?
No, nothing.
Come on, what is it? You got me curious now.
It's nothing. Forget about it. As we were talking, we arrived at the school, and the usual sight caught our eyes. Waiting for the daily announcement from our princess, huh?
Oh boy, guys are so dumb.
Does that include me as well?
Hey, come on, you got me, right?
Okay. Don't really know what you're talking about, though. As Sana was puffing out her cheeks, I looked over at the princess. Sophisticated beauty perfectly describes Mirei Kitaoji. She's known throughout the school as the prettiest girl around. She would not even look twice at a guy like me.
Aw, you say you're not interested, but then you keep staring.
That's just a coincidence.
Huh?
But one day, during break time, she called me out. Huh? Did you want to talk to me about something?
I'm going to just come out and say it, but Ren Nakatani, do you want to go out with me?
It seems like paradise, but Mirei Kitaoji just opened her heart to me. Why me? This is our first meeting. Miss Kitaoji, you're...
Call me Mirei.
Mirei? Why me? I mean, like, wanna go steady?
Why? Well, I thought a guy like you would probably not grow to like me.
Well, we do live in different worlds, I suppose. Does that mean you want me to drop you at some point?
No, not really. Actually, I have a problem. You know I'm popular with the guys, right?
Yes, I guess.
Well, to be honest, I'm too popular with the guys and it's gotten to be a hassle. I just want to have a normal high school life, but...
I see.
So, I figured if I had a boyfriend, well, I thought it would solve all my problems. I thought it would be a good idea for you as well as Sanako.
Both me and Sana?
I mean, you guys aren't dating, are you?
No, we just live next door to each other and we've known each other for years. We have no romantic feelings.
She's just as pretty as me, but you know why she isn't as popular?
I never even thought of that, really.
People think she's going out with you, so nobody approaches her. All the guys are secretly plotting to open up to her, if given the chance.
I heard rumors about our relationship, of course, but that she's popular with the guys at school? No! As Sanako's childhood friend, I realize she's cute and pretty and would be very popular.
Don't you think there were times where you may have interfered with her chances of going out with other guys?
Now that you mention it.
That's what I'm trying to say. If we go out and people know that she's free, well, the other guys will line up to take her out.
And you will be able to avoid the annoyance of all the guys clamoring for your attention. Kill two birds with one stone.
So that's why I came to the conclusion it would be best if we went out. So, what do you think? Are you in?
You seem to think it's a good idea, but there is one missing point.
What's that?
It would look like I dropped Sanako and switched to a beautiful girl. That would really make me look like a schmuck. What merit is there in it for me? Anyway, why me?
So even you do think I'm a beauty, huh? That's so nice.
Man, I can't believe this chick. What arrogance. She completely ignored my point.
Well, if you refuse, I'm just gonna have to spill the beans about the incident.
Spill the beans about what?
About the fact that you guys are living together, of course.
What? How do you know about that?
I just tricked you into it, that's all. So it's true. So I guess it's decided. We're good to go, right?
I grudgingly accepted her offer. But keep in mind, this is just a contract. It's only business. This so-called contract will last for 3 months, and it means that we won't romantically get involved with one another, and we won't interfere with related issues. Nothing really benefits me, but if it's for Sana, I guess it's okay.
Hey, what's up, Ren? You're looking a bit gloomy.
Nah, it's nothing.
Could it be about a girl?
How the hell did she know? What would you think if I got a girlfriend?
A girlfriend? No way! No girl in her right mind would go with you!
Thanks a lot. Would somebody hurry up and take her? 2 days later, on Sunday, while Sana was at her sports meeting, an incident ensued. Ah, Mirei. It seems Mirei had come to my house to visit.
Can I come in? So this is your place, huh? Where shall I put my stuff?
I'm not sure what you're getting at. And besides, what do you mean by your stuff?
I've come to live with you, of course. I mean, I'm your girlfriend and I'm not living with you. Seems kind of strange, don't you think?
I don't think that's such a good idea. And anyway, Sana is still living here. Are your parents okay with it?
My parents have this live and let live sort of attitude, you know? So, don't worry about my parents.
Yeah, well...
Don't make that face. It's just for a little while. I really don't have anywhere else to go. Just kidding. Did you fall for that line? It's just all made up.
What's wrong with this chick? Get lost, you little wench! That contract is finished, you hear me? Null and void!
I love that forcefulness about you. Oh yeah, Mr. Nakatani. If you void this contract, you know what happens, right?
If one side voids the contract, the other side has the right to reveal the secret!
Wow! And that you memorized that part. I commend you.
It doesn't make sense that she has all the advantages and me none. It sure isn't a fair contract. Anyway, she stubbornly insisted, so I eventually relented. There are 2 rooms on either side of my room, so I had Mirei stay in one of the rooms. I made it a point that she does not interact with Sana. This is like some impossibly hard video game. Anyways, I gotta be careful Sana doesn't find out.
I'm home. Huh? Was someone here today?
Oh crap!
Hey! How was your day? Really? Then what's with the woman's shoes?
Those are my mom's old shoes. They were in the closet for so long that they started to stink.
Oh yeah? I didn't realize your mom wore such cute shoes.
Whoa, this is getting out of hand. Right off the bat, the whole thing was ready to unravel.
Hey, where's the pudding I left in the fridge? What's this long strand of hair? Did you take a bath? It's so warm in here. Did you use my shampoo?
She's always seemed so out of the loop, so why is she so perceptive now? Anyway, what am I doing trying to hide like I'm having some kind of affair? That night, after finally talking my way out of the bind, I was getting ready to hit the sack when... is that you, Sana?
Sorry to disappoint you. It's me.
Whoa, what the...
Shh. Sana is still awake, you know.
Yeah, but... Mire? What are you doing here?
I was just so bored sitting in my room alone.
Bored, huh?
So let's do something romantic.
Something romantic? Come on, stop it, Mire!
First off, hug attack!
After she hugged me, I just froze up. Her touch was so warm and her smell was heavenly. I told myself to keep it cool, but this was a sticky situation. At that moment, the image of Sana crossed my mind. I immediately came to my senses and tried to set things right, but then... I smacked my head against the wall.
Hey, what's up? You okay?
Oh crap. That tense situation immediately froze. There I was with Mire right on top of me, and me hugging her, and Sana witnessing the whole awkward situation. I was in a real pickle. But why? I wasn't even cheating or anything.
Why is Mira here? And why the... hugging? I deserve an explanation!
Well, you see...
It's because we're lovers. What? I beg your pardon? There's nothing to explain. Ren and I are an item now. Isn't that right, Ren?
Yeah, I guess.
Seriously, Ren? We're lovey-dovey, right?
Yeah, I guess.
And for your information, I decided to live here too. Not happening! No way! Hey, Sonoko, you're not even his girlfriend. Why are you getting so worked up? Because... well...
Yeah, I kinda wanna know why too.
Yeah, well, it's because our childhood buddy is and your folks asked me to look after him. To protect him from miscreants.
My parents? Seriously?
Yeah! No way that Mira is staying with us! If it's a no, I'm gonna give the lowdown on your situation. You okay with that?
Please, not that! I beg you!
You're okay with the situation, right, Ren?
Yeah, it's fine, I guess.
Ren!
But the next morning...
Ren! Good morning! Rise and shine!
Come on, it's only 7. Give me 30 more minutes. Sana? After last night's difficult situation, I never figured Sana would come and wake me up. Kinda took me off guard. Sana, about last night.
I don't really mind that you go out with me, eh? Besides, you really don't have a crush on her, right? She's just forcing you to be your girlfriend, right?
How could you see that?
Hey, come on, we're longtime friends. I know everything about you.
That's not the answer.
So, rest assured, I'm gonna get you back.
What?
Okay, Ren. We're off to school.
Yeah, right. Could you give me some space?
What? Why? We're an item, remember?
A fake one, though.
Sorry about that. We always hold hands when we go to school.
Well, that was in elementary school, but yeah. So we held hands and headed to school. But this was only the beginning of the sticky situation that was to follow.
One afternoon, I, Tetsuya Hirano, was extremely depressed. I wasn't able to get employed. I got many notices saying companies won't hire me. I felt like everywhere I went, people were labeling me as useless, and I was in despair. But then...
Fuck, what do I do?
What is this girl? She looks more devastated than me. What on earth happened to her? There was a girl sitting on a bench next to the one I was sitting on, who looked like her soul had been sucked out. Are you okay?
Oh, it's nothing. Don't mind me.
Try talking about it. You shouldn't keep your worries to yourself.
made a mistake at work.
Oh, your work.
Yeah, I am in a unique profession, but...
I couldn't say that she was better off that she at least had a job. Worries are different from person to person, and maybe it was a huge mistake for her. What kind of mistake?
Well, I'm not very good at talking, so I tend to stutter and panic.
Talk? Maybe she's working at a bar or something.
I can't respond very well when suddenly asked something. I might not get offers anymore.
Offers? Maybe she's not working at a bar. Well, there's no point on dwelling on the past. Can't you do things that you're good at?
Things I'm good at?
People have things that they're good at and things they aren't. Why don't you talk to your boss about it?
I see. Thank you for the advice. I'll try and do what I'm good at.
Yeah, I think that would be better for you. I'm useless. What right do I have to give advice? But at least she seems happier now. She's so innocent. And her smile is so cute.
What are you doing here?
Oh, I just failed an interview earlier.
What?
I'm currently looking for a job because the other day,
Mr. Hirano, I had a call from the company that is hiring you. They told me that from judging based on the work you do, it would be difficult for you to continue working there.
What? Does that mean I'm fired?
No, you can work until the contract ends, but...
So, this is the so-called termination of contract-based workers. So that happened and...
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Don't worry. Besides, I quit before they could terminate my contract. I couldn't continue working in a place where they no longer needed me.
That's why you're looking for a job. Didn't the agency set you up with another job?
I got scared of working at a company that agency introduces me to.
Oh, poor thing.
Actually, I think it's a good thing. I didn't like those kinds of work environments anyways, but it is difficult to find jobs, so it's getting depressing.
I want to cheer you up.
Huh?
I can only hope for your best, but I really do hope things turn out okay.
Thanks. I wonder what it is. Her words somehow cheer me up. She isn't just cute. She makes my heart warmer. And I feel like I can trust her. Thank you. I'm feeling a lot better. I'll try my best to get a job.
Great. I hope you do.
I'll be going then.
Good luck.
I was planning on cheering her up, but she ended up cheering me up. I decided to do my best once again and left the park.
Oh, you haven't told me your name. Well, I probably won't see you again. But he cheered me up. I hope we both get what we want. Huh? What is this envelope? Did he forget it? What? Is this his resume? Oh, it has his number on it. So I should call him to come and... What the hell?
So I'm sorry to say, but we've decided to go with a more suitable candidate.
I see. Thank you for the phone call. Not hired again. But I shouldn't give up. Otherwise, that girl cheered me up for nothing. I was feeling better yesterday thanks to that girl. But the reality is quite severe. Huh? I wonder who that is. Coming! What? Hey! Wait!
Sorry for intruding.
What the hell?
I can't be seen by the paparazzis.
Paparazzis?
I'm sorry for the sudden visit. We met at the park yesterday. Do you remember?
You! The woman who suddenly barged into my house was the girl I met at the park yesterday. I let her in and decided to talk to her. How did you find out about my house?
You dropped your resume yesterday, and I picked it up, so I came to deliver it.
Oh, my resume? You didn't have to. She could have called me or just sent it by mail. I was surprised by her sudden visit. She came to return the resume that I dropped.
This is my name card.
Akari Kiyomiya? I feel like I've heard that name.
Do you know anything about me?
I feel like I've heard your name somewhere, but sorry, no.
Well, you might recognize me from this YouTube video.
Video?
This music video went viral a little while ago.
She showed me a video on her phone, and I was shocked. This is KRM84! And the girl next to the girl in the center?
That's me.
What? KRM84, the leading idol group in Japan! And you're
dancing next to the girl in the center, which means that you are Akari!
Yeah, I'm glad you know me, Hirano.
Girl that I talked to at the park. Girl who is currently visiting me in my rusty old apartment. Was Akari Kiyomiya, a super famous idol. I even suspected that this could be a prank. And so, why are you in my apartment?
I wanted to meet you and thank you.
Thank me?
I talked to my agent about doing more jobs and things I'm good at. And they agreed to reduce the number of talk shows and will let me do other things that I'm good at.
I see.
I thought it was best to accept offers without being picky. But I learned the importance of refusing. This is all thanks to you, Hirano.
That's great!
Also, I came because I wanted to hire you.
Hire me?
I couldn't believe it, Hirano. You were amazing.
What's amazing?
I was so surprised at the amount of licenses and qualifications you have. I'm assuming you like to study. I would love to hire you as my butler.
Butler?
What do you think? I don't mind if it's until you find your next job. Just 3 months. Would you do the chores for me at my house?
Well, I guess you don't need qualifications to become a butler, but I am a qualification nerd. I just like getting qualifications and licenses. I got every single qualification on the I Can qualification classes. I started getting them when I was a student, and I currently have over 100 qualifications.
Would it be possible for you to take the job? I will pay you about this much a month.
1, 10, 100,000? 10,000? That much? The idols who have been seen on TV commercials were on a different level. I see. I think she saw my resume and thought of a way she could repay me. To help me because my job hunting wasn't going very well. But are you sure? The qualifications are just words. I'm useless. They even terminated my contract.
You said it yourself that you should work doing what you're good at.
Oh, well, yeah, but...
So I thought you would be able to use your skills by working for me.
Okay then. I will.
I'm so happy. Thank you so much. I'll be looking forward to it.
Yeah, me too. I don't know why she was just thinking so highly of me even though we had just met. But I decided to accept her kindness and work for her for 3 months. The following day, I went to her house. Because she's a top idol, her apartment looked extremely luxurious, and the security seemed tight. I hurried in, checking that I wasn't seen by paparazzi.
Welcome, Hirano. Oh, sorry. I'm dressed like this. I just woke up.
Oh, don't worry about me.
Please, come in.
Thanks. I haven't even visited a girl's room before. I can't believe the first time I enter a girl's room is a top idol's room. Her room was a lot plainer than I thought. Apparently, she just moved, and all of her appliances were brand new. So, what should I do first?
Could I ask you to make some food? It's an embarrassing story, but I haven't cooked a single time since I moved here.
I see. That's why all the appliances are still brand new. An hour later.
Wow! Did you make all of this in an hour?
You had 3 stoves, so I could make it quickly. Oh, and I'll divide the food into plastic containers and put them in the fridge and freezer, so that you can heat them up and eat them anytime for the week.
Wow, it's perfect!
Not at all. At least compared to the people who have cooking licenses.
Wow, it's delicious!
I'm glad you like it.
Do you have any qualifications to cook?
Some. I'm a qualified food coordinator and meal planning advisor.
That's so cool! I have a job next month for a cooking show. You have to teach me stuff.
Well,
You would make a brilliant house husband if you are so good at cooking.
Oh! Marriage? I don't even have a girlfriend. I can't even get a proper job. Marriage is something that doesn't concern me, but her words are very encouraging. She asked me to do the cleaning and the laundry. I'm glad I was a qualified house cleaning advisor and cleaning instructor.
Well, Hirano, the cleaning and laundry are perfect.
Well, who knew that the laundry sommelier qualification would come in handy here? She would say wow to everything I did and praised me. Even though I was useless at work, I felt like Akari acknowledged me as a person properly. For today's schedule, Akari had an interview for a fashion magazine this afternoon.
She also had a location filming for a TV program in the evening, so we left home at noon.
You have a license for all sorts of vehicles like cranes and bikes?
Yeah, I got them when I was a student.
You're so talented. I wonder why the company terminated your contract.
I guess it wasn't a job that I could make good use of my qualifications. I'll look for a job where I can use my skills.
That's a good idea. Oh!
What's the matter?
Do you mind if I change my clothes before the interview?
Huh?
I just wanted to try out this costume for today's photo shoot.
Should I stop somewhere so we can arrange that?
We don't have time, so I'll change here.
What?
There we go.
Why did she just start undressing? I must not look. I must not look. I must not look. But I need to focus on the road while I'm driving. We saved time, so we arrived at the venue a little early. Her agent took over, and I waited for our interview to finish from a distance. I sometimes forget, but I should remember. She's an idol at all times like this. Her smile is so cute. Great work, Akari.
I'm a little tired, but I'm okay. Would you bring me to my next job?
Sure. The seaside park, right? The road is so crowded.
We'll be late. Oh, what should I do?
Should we give up going by car?
What?
I contacted my friend and borrowed his boat. I'm lucky to have a friend from university around here who owns a boat.
You are incredible. You can drive a boat?
It's never been so useful, though.
This is a talent.
Her? An idol? Saying that I was talented? Didn't really seem to sink in. But I didn't think it sounded like an insult because she was the one who said it. She finished filming, and I was taking her home. Are you alright, Akari?
I messed up the talk again.
She's upset again. I know. You mind if we go somewhere on the way back?
Huh? Wow, it's so beautiful.
This is one of my favorite places around here. It's not known to many people, so no one's usually here. It was a place I wanted to bring my girlfriend. If I ever got one. But, oh well.
Thank you, Hirano. This is wonderful. I'm touched.
Did it cheer you up?
Of course.
I'm glad to hear that. Shall we go home then?
Yeah.
Like this, I continue to support her mentally, as well as doing all the chores. A month had gone by very quickly. Huh? It's Akari! And her fans? I bought lots of CDs, so let's go on a date, Akari!
I'm sorry. I can't do that with a fan.
What the fuck? Are you mocking me? Akari! Ah! Kiyomiya's on a tight schedule, so please, let go of her. Get the fuck out of my way! Who the fuck are you? I work for her.
Hirano.
We'll head to the next photo shoot, so please, wait in the car.
Thank you.
Ooh! Akari! Akari! If you consider yourself a fan, please, be considerate. If you continue to be disrespectful, sorry! I won't do that anymore, so please, let me go! Akari thanked me after this, and her agent came to talk to me after hearing about this. So, your agent asked me to join the agency. They asked me whether I'm interested in becoming a bodyguard/agent.
So you're going to be my agent? What are you going to do?
I refused. I didn't think I was cut out for the jobs related to the entertainment industry. Huh? What's the matter?
Nothing.
Oh, okay. Did I say something wrong? 2 months had passed since I started taking care of her. She had photo shoots in the morning tomorrow. She begged me, so I decided to stay at her house tonight, but...
Tatsuya!
What is it, Akari? Akari?
Do you want to come in the shower with me?
What?!
I'll wash your back if you want.
Whoa! Isn't that a little...
I'm just kidding.
Okay. Oh, she's just teasing me. This is bad for my heart. But even after that, we have an early morning, right? Let's go to bed.
Yeah,
What is it?
Can I sleep with you?
What?!
I'm just joking. Don't take it seriously.
Don't worry. I know. Joke again? She says it's a joke. But what was she going to do if I took her seriously? The top idol? Akari Kiyomiya? Would... No, I'm able to live my life because she gives me joy. I can't hurt the fans because of my emotions. But the next morning, Somehow, she was in my bed. She told me that she accidentally snuck into my bed while she was half asleep. We were to keep this a secret between the two of us. On the way to work that day?
Tatsuya,
What is it?
after the photo shoot today, could we go to that place where we can see the night view?
Okay, I'll put that in your schedule.
Thank you, Tatsuya.
No problem. I had 1 month left. I would like to support her during that remaining time I have with her.